How did he do that to you? How did you live?
I don't know, man, but like honestly, I'm just glad that the gun was there.
Man, I'd have done the same thing. Hell, I'd have laughed.
One day I'm gonna shoot my dad when he's sleeping.
I would have been your father.
If
you shot your dad while he was asleep, I don't think he would wake up still.
Man,
I don't mean that you'd kill him. I mean like he wouldn't wake up from the noise.
No, he wouldn't. My dad fucking slept through a tornado. I've slept through a tornado before. Meanwhile, my mother gets really fucking... Oh my god. Jesus Christ. But, back to the one thing I was saying. You could go to get like a degree that you can pay like a $500 course. That alone would set you off better than just having eyes. You know what I mean?
I think there's a balance between getting a degree that's like helpful and also one that you like, and I don't know if there's a lot of people who would like doing that.
It's a hard compromise to make, you know. Like
Perfectly balanced.
Can I get something I like to, or can I get something that actually gets me somewhere?
Yeah, like don't spend $40,000 a year on like lesbian dance theory or something. I don't know. Like obviously get something that's practical to society, but also something you're passionate about.
It's a fine line to walk.
It's a fine line.
Are you settling for something, or are you truly enjoying it? That's where my dilemma is.
My college
Joseph the dishwasher with his words of wisdom for career.
Yeah.
Learn from me. Does your dad like what he does? What is he? He's a welder, right? Or
you talk. Yeah, he enjoys what he does, and it pays really fucking well.
I know Joseph's dad loves what he does, pirating movies for a living.
My dad doesn't pirate fucking movies for a living. Why would you say that when I got this going? He's lying.
He said that to this wire.
My dad's
he pirated these movies fair and square.
Isn't he a security specialist?
No, that's what he was going to do. I don't know what the hell he is technically. All I know is that he directs a bunch of people on call queues for basically fixing people's computers. Basically what he's done his entire life, just in a more elaborate way. He has people that ask him questions while he takes ticket calls. That you know, he basically
he's like a pro receptionist.
Kinda.
He takes calls.
He takes calls. They ask him. Yeah, he's like an IT kinda.
He must be getting a lot more work ever since fucking stay home stuff came.
Hell yeah, dude. Tech.
Kinda. I mean, at the same time, a lot of people who are they don't do it for anybody. They have like select, you know, people that they work with. Most like companies and shit.
He's kind of a meaty between them.
Kinda, yeah.
In a way.
But since a lot of these people, it's not like they get paid per call they do or anything. So you know, it's not like the less business they have is good for them because you just got less to do.
Wait, does it get paid like per the time limit of each call?
No, that's what he gets paid hourly.
Oh, okay.
Like a
I was gonna say that would be really easy to abuse.
Wait, he's hourly? I thought he was salaried.
That's what I just said. He's got a salary, you retard.
Oh, I'm sorry, I heard hourly.
I thought you said hourly too.
Yeah, he gets a normal salary.
Salary and hourly are two different things.
Well, if I said hourly, whoopsie. But he gets a normal salary, and he's working on some kind of certifications he's been working towards for a while now. That basically he could get himself a better job from someone. Basically, he's gonna tack on an extra $100,000 to his yearly income. Yeah, it'd be big.
Does what he does interest you? Have you thought about it?
I've thought about it, but I see how it makes my dad, which isn't much, but he's good at it. And what he wants to do is very different from what he does.
Yeah.
It's just something that happens to coincide.
It's just something it just happens to be something he's very good at.
But
you know?
Is his level of happiness, are you looking at it before or after he gets the $100,000 increase?
Before.
What do you think it's going to be after he gets that?
Well, that's the thing. That's a different job entirely.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm not really sure what that is, to be honest, because I get so lost in all that fucking tech fucking jargon he starts spitting at me. Like, I don't know what the hell he does.
I was gonna say, I don't think you'd ever really be a tech guy, Joe.
See, that's the thing is that
Maybe
I think
not the level where his dad is, but maybe like at a bottom level.
I'll never be where my dad is. But that's the thing is I just don't know the point of reference to start. Whereas my dad's been doing it since the shit's been invented.
He was with Steve Jobs when he built the computer.
Yes, my dad is Steve Wozniak. He's the Wise.
He's the one that buried his grave.
Write these rhymes for you too.
He's
I feel
the
like
one
that's
that
where
buried his grave.
I feel like that's where 90% of people know Wozniak from was that fucking one
Epic rap battles?
that throwaway line from Epic Rap Battles.
Also, I feel like, you ever seen Steve Jobs with Michael Fassbender and Seth Rogen?
No.
That was pretty popular. It's on Netflix. It's the scene where it's like, it's not binary. You could be a decent and gifted at the same time. Yeah, he was played by Seth Rogen. Go figure. Are you looking for more jobs now, Joseph, or
That's the
because
thing.
of COVID? Is it kind of weird?
It's kind of
Hey Joe, I
just
just remembered something. Are you able to collect that $10,000?
Unemployment?
Yeah, I'm working on that. Well, looking into it anyway. I got to see if I qualify before I can even ask anybody. Can I get this back pay? Because I have been putting in applications. I'm just getting fucking ghosted, man. Because
I'm so fucking pissed. I can't fucking apply that
no one's, saying anything back because of COVID.
I'm still very fucking pissed I can't get any of that shit because I didn't work I stopped working at like fucking 2007.
I might be eligible because I stopped working like pretty much just as soon as COVID started.
Yeah, so technically you should.
I could be eligible.
Yeah. Even if it wasn't something direct. That's actually one of the shitty things I think about when you say that, by the way. Is that even if you kept that fucking job because your sister, essentially caused you to fucking lose it.
She didn't cause
What
me
job?
to lose it. She didn't cause me to lose it. She just, there was a number of things wrong with that job. Like my mom wasn't making very great money because waitresses never do.
It's tip dependent, I know.
Yeah.
What job?
My mom was a waitress at the same restaurant. She's the whole reason I got that job.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, she wasn't making great money, and that job is like less than a mile, just under a mile from Notre Dame, and that's completely on the opposite end of town from where I'm at. And
It wasn't economical.
it was a lot more gas money to get there than either of us were making in
I'm
the day.
losing money to get here.
Some days, yeah, it was like that.
But
Did you get tip share?
Me? No.
Did this? No, man. You were a dishwasher?
Yeah, I made it an
Some
hourly.
restaurants give tip share to the dishwasher guys in addition hourly.
I just made it hourly.
Oh man.
that's just one of the shitty things I think about, is that even if you kept that job, it wouldn't have been long until fucking COVID came around and you'd probably have to close up anyway.
Yeah.
But if you had kept that job, would you have been able to collect unemployment? When they
You
closed
probably
down?
would have been able to collect it easier.
I still.
Oh, that would have
But
sucked.
you know, wasn't it because you're not independent, Joseph?
What do you mean? What are
I thought
talking
you said you couldn't collect the COVID check thing initially, or even unemployment, because you were considered still connected to
Yeah, that's why I
Then your
couldn't
parents
get.
would have gotten more money.
Yeah, well they did.
We aren't going to go into the technicals of why.
But
Because
yeah.
of the stream, they were legally...
Yeah, they were.
They got platinum.
Yeah, they were deported to Mexico. I don't know.
Senor President Trump.
Let me back in, please. I got the water in my cactus.
I don't think it's illegal, of course, but yeah.
Who cares?
I'm just saying that guy shouldn't have been there with that
This
crowbar.
stream is called fucking Retards Reminiscing. Who's gonna see this? No one. This is for my amusement. When I'm doing
gonna
something
rewatch
later,
this?
I'm not gonna rewatch this. I'm gonna put
You're
it in
gonna
my...
reminisce about the Reminisce stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna reminisce about my reminiscing. Yep. Remember that time I was remembering?
People with Alzheimer's be like,
Anyway, I was gonna say I'm gonna be listening to this eventually as I'm like trying to draw again or something.
you draw.
Yeah, I still draw every now and
He
then.
draws real.
I didn't know that.
He's actually talented at that. I'm going to give you credit for that one, Joe. You really are talented at it.
I used
Yeah, if
to
only
be, man.
somebody
I-
would make the clan symbols of
Because
reality.
that brings back
I
another
haven't
fucking thing. You sent me
drawn-
a picture of your predator that you drew back in high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
really fucking good.
Dude, I was really like worried about that one because that was like the last really great thing I drew.
Have you
And
considered a career in the liberal arts?
No,
Jesus Christ.
no, please no, don't.
Well,
Spa-
you like drawing. I know that you're pretty good at photography
spare,
too.
Spare me that shit.
let me get a degree in liberal arts and subsequently not get hired by anyone because that fucking field is oversaturated.
Yes, I'd like to starve on the street somewhere with my worthless
Nobody
degree.
would take my paintings, so I
You're an
had
artist.
to eat them.
Yeah.
Can I pay you in exposure, please?
Pretty much. Anyway, long story short is that that drawing was like the last really great drawing I did, and I turned it in for a project thinking I'd get it back. But my teacher was like, hey, we're going to post these on the walls everywhere along the school, and eventually they'll stay up for like a year, and then the next year they'll be gone. Like, I'm only going to be here another year, though. I won't be here. I won't be here to get it back.
I want this picture.
Well, I could give it back to you, but we'll have to give you enough. Fucking fuck, give me.
Excuse me?
Give me that enough.
That's so fucking stupid.
Your picture
Well,
is good enough to be hanged up, but not good enough to where you will not get it. Nah.
Yeah, it was weird. She was a good teacher. I didn't care. I still had like a B in that class. I didn't give a fuck about any of the homework. I just did good on the tests.
Were you in a ceramics class?
Yeah, I was, and I sucked.
I remember
in
you
that
telling a
class.
story about ceramics or something where like you made something that was obviously shitty.
Yeah, I could go get a picture of that right now. I still got that.
He
The
drew
only-
it.
No, the only no. It's the only piece of pottery I got back from my ceramics class because I did nothing in that bitch. Not a thing.
I remember we
You
had.
hothead.
Back in 1 second.
Yeah. We had. My school that had to be. She would claim the students' work because the way she required everything.
What grade was this? High school?
This was high school. This was in my fucking 10th grade year.
Oh my
and
God.
Each one of the years we had a different art teacher because all of them just did something fucking stupid. In my 10th grade year, I don't remember her name, unfortunately, but she would require you to sign your work on the bottom of the paper of that
In
you drew
pencil.
on. No, not in pencil. Actually, it was on the bottom of the paper, and it would have to be clearly on a white spot. Nothing. She couldn't write it on like part of the artwork or anything like that. It'd have to be. You essentially had to draw in frame of a paper. So what she would do apparently is she would cut the bottom half of the paper off with your signature on it, and then she'd write her own signature on top of the thing, and she would sell that shit.
Oh God.
She
Did
would
it
sell
make-
that shit.
Did she get a lot of money for it?
No, she sold it. She sold that sort of stuff like ranging from like 10 to like $20 each.
Imagine selling high school sophomore art as a
Well, that's the
side
other thing
gig.
too is that I think her end goal for it was that she wanted to build her own portfolio up so she wouldn't be a fucking teacher anymore at art. So that way she could probably be something bigger. But you don't do
Build her
that by
own
fucking
portfolio with other people's art.
Exactly. You don't fucking do. You just essentially ruined your fucking career there because, from
Wow,
what
this one lady is really good at drawing several different things, like a high school would.
Well, that's one of the things I know from the artistic field, because I have a couple of friends who do commission work, is that immediately fucking blacklists you on so many different fucking things. Because
Yeah.
it just confirms to everyone that, hey, I'm a fucking art... I may end up causing your fucking work to get sued because I stole art.
Is that a teapot?
Yeah, it's a teapot. Where's my little teapot?
Does it work? Like,
Is it short and stout?
Yeah, it really is. So basically, I had to at least turn in one thing for the year for my final.
it looks like
And-
the freaking ocarina thing that Link flew into.
So the thing is that the handle is a piece of wood. Because when somebody was taking out their project, which was like some big koi fish that looked really cool, somebody bumped my shit on the ground and the handle fell off as it was drying, and I was like, hey man, like I'm just trying to turn this shit in. Can I like, what can we do about this? And he's like, hold on, let me do something.
Hold on, let me step outside real quick.
I came back the next day and that's what I got, and that's the only thing
I like
I.
little octopus.
I'm gonna give you a fix for the
Thanks.
quality of what you made.
Inside,
it was like a sea. It was a sea orient thing. Like you had a sea theme going. You had a jellyfish. You had
Yeah,
a shark.
yeah.
That looks like a SpongeBob jellyfish.
That's what I was going for.
Next to your realistic Jesus fish as well.
Mhm.
Is that the pizza box from last week, Joe?
And no, that's the current pizza box. The pizza box from last week's underneath that one.
I like your dual monitor setup. I think I literally have the same setup.
No, the one on the right's a TV. The one on the left's my.
But like it's still
monitor.
connected, or do you just?
Nah,
Is it HD? But
guess I could hook it up since they're both HDMI, but this TV's old and I'm way past due for an upgrade.
But
Like a quarter of,
to that TV.
like half an inch of what is supposed to be displayed on my TV is cut off in like most games I play. So
that's been a problem for you ever since we started playing PS4.
pretty much, man. It's because this TV's so fucking old and there's no screen resolution options. Like, I'm sure there might be, but the TV is God knows where, man. In some fucking landfill somewhere.
But you're also really fucking used to that TV.
Yeah, but, I mean, I wouldn't lament it being gone. I've had a new one.
Could you be able to set... Yeah, actually, does your monitor have HDMI?
I mean, yeah, it does. And it's not that much smaller, which isn't the problem. It's just the fact that
Don't
I
worry,
have
Joseph. When your dad gets $100 grand, we're gonna get you a curved monitor. Could you imagine that?
Yeah, I fucking hate those things.
My dad has fucking two
A
of them.
32-inch curved monitor.
He has two of them connected to each other.
It's a half circle, basically.
Fuck it, the curved monitors are so fucking easy to break.
If you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Wait, did you break a curved monitor?
Yeah. You're an... Me? No, I don't. I have a laptop because I just find it more convenient. I don't have a bedroom. Why would I get a desktop?
I have no house.
I'm being serious here, dude. I sleep on the couch occasionally.
Wait,
in my sister's
so
room when
you're
she's
not
gone.
gonna advance to console gaming. You're gonna stick to PC gaming with your laptop.
I'm gonna be getting a gaming laptop. The gaming
okay.
laptop that I'm gonna be getting is $1,800, which is perfectly. Because here's the other thing. What?
I don't know, man. I hate fucking with laptops, man.
Laptop.
Listen, Morty.
I feel like it's a less. I feel like it's like a PC that's trying to be. When we're talking strictly gaming here, I feel like it's a PC that's trying to be what like a Nintendo Switch is. I just feel like I'm not grounded anywhere, and that setting it up is just awkward. I don't know.
Well, I have an external keyboard and an external mic. Or mouse. Jesus Christ.
No.
The main thing with it to me is the fact that in my scenario, I find it convenient because of the fact that I set my laptop up in the kitchen. Because that's literally the only room in the house, 90% of the time, that I have any form of fucking, like, alone time, essentially.
Wait, you have an external keyboard?
I use an external keyboard on the laptop.
Bro, hook that into the PS4. Let's get into Overwatch and see you get some Widowmaker kills.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fucking keyboard? What's he gonna do with the damn keyboard? They ain't gonna aim for him.
And a mouse?
You just
can't
said
connect-
keyboard. Yeah, you
but-
can through third-party adapters and shit. That's how people
But it's
do
not
that.
good.
It's considered cheating.
I've gotten
in most
enough
games.
sniped by a Widowmaker to where I can say that you can do that. There's no way they did with
Honestly,
controller.
I looked at that sort of fucking
same
deal,
with
the
same with
converter thing.
Siege, man.
I don't see the fucking benefit of it
It's
at all because
sus.
it still has the acceleration that the fucking joysticks have. You know,
Yeah,
it's not like you're
that's
fucking
the
suddenly going into it.
There's ways you can get around that.
You're probably right.
See, look at Joseph. Can you be a tech guy? See, look at him. Just stick to laptops.
You
and
can get
mouses.
around that. Oh, you're right. I'm so damn
back
good.
to
Dad, give me a job.
Where's my $100 grand, Dad?
Come on, Dad. Holding out on me, man.
I need my money, man.
Let me collect this 10 grand from unemployment and then give me a job.
No!
But hold up, man. I gotta go on a job. I gotta go on a job strike and get my job back.
I gotta take my union mandated strike.
That gentle laborer.
Give me my job.
But I find it more convenient because it's gonna be a while till I move out, if I'm being completely honest here.
Is that because of COVID or just because of other things?
It actually is because of COVID, because I've tried applying even back at my old job at Walmart. They just won't get back to me on that. I try.
Are there any
elsewhere.
friends with that you could get an apartment with to like cheapen
Well,
the
actually,
rent?
I was going to mention that because I actually have two options here, technically, assuming I can make jobs, or if I can make Menzi meet for a job. Yeah, if I can make Steve Jobs as a robot, yeah, I'm pretty sure I get hired.
It's the iRobot.
Yeah, I just have him in quantum computer. Yeah.
I invented the time zone, guys.
But the two things I'm considering, of course, are, well, the one I mentioned to you before already, I think, unless it was just Joseph, is I have a Discord friend in Kentucky that I've talked to for about a year and a half now. They just moved into a new apartment by themselves, and they have a separate bedroom, and their rent is already low as well. And so my answer is that, okay, if I can scrape by and say a measly fucking $2 grand,
Just help chip out with the rent every month.
exactly, that's what I was thinking. If I can pull out a measly 2, maybe 3 grand to fly my ass over there with my stuff, with my few stuff I actually do have, I'm pretty sure I could probably, with a little bit of work, be able to find some sort of measly fucking job and just help out with something there.
So have you looked up at the city and the jobs near the city, what jobs are hiring?
Well, that's the thing. The main thing that's going for me is the fact that my friend's job, because she works at a...
It's a girl. Ooh. Living with a girl.
Technically he.
Ooh, oh. I don't judge. Jerry. What does he do for a living? What does this person do for a job?
She works at she's a higher up at a fucking... it's just a grocery store. I'm trying to think of the technical name for it. I just call it that. And she does have positions opening for that.
As what, a clerk?
Option,
Or
yes,
a register guy?
Oh, wait, you're talking about fucking openings. It's just stocking stuff. Simple shit. Something that...
Oh, like a shelf stocker?
Yes. Really basic shit, because for the most...
I feel like if you were a supervisor at Walmart too, and you're going for a grocery store, you could probably get a better job than that. You have experience, right?
Yes.
I feel like it wouldn't be hard to get something of that level too. You wouldn't have to settle for a stocking stuffer.
Well, that's the thing
Get
here.
more money.
I wouldn't mind settling for that because her rent is already cheap as fuck.
How much is it?
Her rent, including... I don't know what it is including utilities, but not including utilities, it's about $500 a month.
Jeez, what are utilities? $5? How big is her apartment?
It's got 2 rooms. It's got a small kitchen and a small little kind of gathering room.
Does it have a gender-neutral bathroom?
You mean just a home bathroom? Yes, yes, it does. That'd be
If you
kind of
buy a
awkward
sign, if you get a sign that says gender-neutral and put it on her bathroom, that'd be hilarious.
Man, we have 2 bathrooms in this house here. Maybe I should fucking get those fucking men and women signs and put them in my house here.
As a parting gift before you leave.
That was
Just
one
to
idea,
confuse your dad.
is that I
Get
could
2
move
of
to
them.
Kentucky with my Discord and just see where it kind of goes. My other option, actually,
Do you think
is I can...
it would be
Shut the
cool
fuck
living with her?
Oh, Jesus.
Are you cool with this person, or is it just a
yeah,
random
absolutely.
friend?
No, this is someone I've known for a year and a half.
So you could see yourself living with this person?
Yes, the mystery, the person of international mystery, who I am not pertinent enough to know of.
What?
My name is Jay.
Yeah, I've asked this
What
guy.
was your name?
I've asked Ryan about this person several times, and I've never gotten a straightforward answer. Oh, they're just this person now. Oh yeah.
What's the person's name?
Well, what about them? Oh, I don't want to talk about
What is it?
Jay.
Oh, okay.
Jay.
The letter J.
Reminds me of.
And then what's your other plan?
My other plan was actually I could move in with my girlfriend.
Oh, that's better. Why don't you do that?
Because her rent is fucking ridiculous.
Your first plan is moving in with a Kentucky Discord friend as opposed to moving in with your girlfriend?
Because well, let me explain it a bit here.
Well,
the
Joseph's
area
in
I
closer
live in-
proximity
Shut the fuck
for
up.
chloroform rape. Yeah.
Exactly. You know,
Sorry,
I need
babe,
to
rent
become
is
the
too damn
South
high.
Bend,
Plenty of cornfields to dump his big fat ass. I don't know.
Wait, Joseph,
Just-
where do you live?
What the fuck do you want to know?
He lives in the middle of nowhere.
I don't live in the middle of
So-
nowhere. I live
I
on
mean, state-wise. I don't mean, city.
Indiana, northern Indiana.
I don't think
I
that's
remember.
close to Kentucky.
I got
Yeah,
a
it is.
microphone
It's
in.
right beneath Indiana.
Oh, see? Look at that. Even more incentive for MLP then.
You're
Well, that
dumb.
was actually kind of an inadvertent thing, realistically.
He considered it.
Oh yeah, well, it was on the back burner.
And then I can kick out the Kentucky roommate, and then I can invite Joseph, and then
Yep.
we can
Then I
live in
could
the house.
just prop Joseph's dead, lifeless corpse up on the couch somewhere. Maybe cuddle up on it.
I'll turn him into a beanbag.
What's the episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog where, the parents get turned into puppets?
I don't
The
know.
things I do for love. So rent is too high with your girlfriend where she lives.
Because It's too high. There's another reason for it too, because the city I live in, which is Tulsa, has really strict fucking restrictions compared to the rest of the state. She lives in Tulsa, but she lives
Concerning what, like COVID?
way on the other side of the city. Yeah, COVID. It's restricted like a motherfucker, and because of that, it's difficult for me to even find a job to begin with. Kentucky is way more open.
So they won't let you because you're a guest?
What are you talking about?
Like, because of COVID restrictions, like, is their neighborhood, like, gated off?
No. It's because of the fact that I can't find a job, and I feel genuinely guilty if I can't I feel like a leech. That's my issue.
You don't want to just bum off and, like, be a burden.
I don't. No,
like, hey, because then it would just feel like you're just dating her for the room. For
exactly.
The house.
That's actually my big fucking issue with it. It feels
Yeah,
fucking
you don't want to
stupid.
feel like you're using her.
But
Hey,
I mean,
babe,
what are you going to do? Just do the dishes
give
and
me,
laundry every
give me
day?
some money.
because I don't feel as bad as it here, because I do a lot of the housework here. I clean the fucking house, I clean the fucking yard. You know, I do a lot of the fucking work here, so I feel a little better about not being able to pay anything.
And you don't even have
I can't
a room.
really. I can't really. Exactly. I know, right? But I can't
Imagine
really
what
do
he would
that.
do with the room.
You're
I
a
can't
mo-
really do that.
You're a
place
mooch
that
in
she
your own
rents
family.
because, you know, her house is perfectly fine.
Does she live with
Yeah.
other people?
No.
So she just lives in a house. How much is her rent?
Her
$1,000?
rent fucking is
It's a house.
13. She leases it,
Okay.
and it's like 1,300 every month.
Fuck that.
What does she do for a living?
She does. Fuck. It's something with fucking photography.
OnlyFans.
Like those, like baby like, you know how like people like take pictures of like their pregnant wives' bellies and shit? Like those pregnancy photos and shit where they like try and act like
Who does
all,
that?
I don't know, fucking
Does she
white
do like wedding
people.
photos?
Yeah, she used to do that sort of shit.
Okay.
Not so much now because obviously.
Do you want to get
fucking
married during a
nice.
pandemic?
I have 1,500 people here to witness.
Virtually.
Hey, can you take a picture of my Zoom wedding?
Can you take a picture of the laptop screen?
Can
Yeah,
you
just
do-
take a screenshot.
Can you take a couple screenshots for me at the right moment?
Dude, this reception on Discord is about to be lit.
There is a benefit though, because she actually does get. She still gets the employment, which is why she's able to do that. And her, the person she leases it from is really fucking nice at the moment, and is not charging her nearly as much.
Well, also, I feel like there was also like a legal thing where like people couldn't like kick you out if you didn't pay rent, like at the height of the pandemic, like when it just started happening. At least in my state, that's how it was. Like
I'm
here,
looking.
if you were like a
It's-
landlord, you weren't allowed to like kick out your tenants if they were late on payments.
I have no
I
idea
had
how that works.
dude. You actually bring that up, by the way. You know how you had those fucking the pandemic. What the fuck are those called? Pandemic checks.
Oh.
Oh, the
The
unemployment,
ones-
the stimulus checks.
The
The
stimulus.
stimulus checks, yeah. I had a friend actually who had a really shit fucking landlord, and this is actually really fucking illegal too. What they did, when people get their stimulus check and all that, you know, it obviously just goes into their fucking bank account and all that. His landlord used his to look up that hey, this person got a stimulus check. So, despite the fact that he said that, okay, we're not going to charge you until you get some money.
I'm gonna stimulus the
He
rent.
lost his fucking job. Well, exactly. That's actually going on to that. He
Oh,
said,
God.
hey, I know for a fact you got your Trump check, so you pay that, that's your rent. Despite the fact that what he did was highly fucking illegal because you can't fucking look into the information like that.
Did the guy be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
see you in court over this one?
He just said no, and he never got fucking word back after that one.
Did the guy do it to anyone else? If he was a landlord, did he have any other?
I don't know. I only heard it from a friend.
What a dick. Screw that.
Hey, I used your social security number to see if you actually got this check, so now I'm gonna fucking charge you.
Hey, listen, Mario needs your help rescuing the princess. Now, he needs $1,200. Would you happen to have that recently? Just a thought.
Give me your money.
It's gonna be
So-
really fun.
So there's no job openings around your girlfriend, where she lives.
There's fucking no.
Uh,
Then I haven't been able to find anything.
is there any
that
like
wasn't-
could you do a remote job, like one where you don't even have to be in a physical location? You just work from home.
You know,
Have you looked into that?
this is a weird thing for me to bring up to you guys, but I'm just gonna go into it anyway. There's
You were
a
never
part because I have
circumcised. No, what? What were you gonna say?
no, I'm not circumcised. Fuck off.
Hey, me too. Joseph,
Hey,
you?
Crazy. I am. Ah.
he lost his dick hoodie.
I never heard it called that. Ew.
Shut your way,
I had-
I ain't
It's a
afraid of the
non-zip
cold.
up.
I'm not afraid of the cold. Fuck you.
I've got a drawing tablet. There's a part of me that's tempted to start fucking drawing porn.
Where'd you just... What? Hold on. I feel like I just misheard you. What do you say?
What?
You want to draw what?
He wants to
Porn.
draw porn.
Like actual or like,
Like-
fictional?
Like
Like Rule 34
down
stuff?
in the down in the dirty butt stuff.
Exactly. Because that's been a thought that's come across my mind. Because, like, you know, if I can improve my fucking drawing and sketching a little bit,
Right.
I wouldn't feel too bad. Because there's people out there who are willing to pay like 20, 30 bucks for a fucking sketch of whatever. the fuck.
Yeah.
Can you do Squidward for me?
Plenty of dudes out there, creepy fucking people. I don't know who on earth could get off to something like that.
You know what,
like
I
some
think,
shit
I
like,
think if there is an
I'll
audience, I
pay
feel like it's
you-
more into the motion videos.
I'll pay you $35.
That's actually another thing too. The fucking people do the source filmmaker shit.
That's what that
Like,
stands for. I've never known. I just only
Yeah,
ever saw
source-
the SFM.
Source filmmaker.
Like people do some really fucking shit with source filmmaker, and I'm
I
like,
think
There's some really good looking ones out there.
Pay you 35
Exactly, it's
bucks
fucking really smooth, but
to
you know what?
make
They get
Velma
fucking
weigh
commissioned in
600
fucking Patreon
pounds wearing a
shit constantly.
diaper.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of like
Yeah.
Overwatch ones. I remember when the Overwatch ones were just like standard garbage, and then they would just re-loop the same sound effect. They've been getting really like intuitive.
You've
Elaborate. I know.
done your research, huh?
Yeah, obviously,
Everyone looks at fucking porn. Fuck off.
Yeah, I
especially
know.
Overwatch.
I know, but I'm just saying you've just done. Your,
like seeing Tracer dick.
I'm just saying
All right,
you've just
Smash.
done your homework.
I don't want to say it, but I think Widowmaker is a little cute. I know that's a controversial topic. I know that's like it's really, but I'm not gonna
Well,
lie.
I'm not gonna fucking claim I'm Jesus here. I'm saying I'd fucking go for it. If that was if that was a card in my deck, I'd fucking play that card.
I want to see Winston banging Widowmaker.
Well, I don't know about that, man.
I've seen that. It's like to scale.
Fucking
No, he doesn't rage, but
I'm a scientist.
what was that? What was the damn voice line he'd say that people loop in matches? Where he, yeah, just doing that.
and then he suddenly stops and he's like, "Oh,
It's on.
oh, oh,
Fucking Hanzo.
got you something."
Hanzo was about to fucking doing some dirty talk. A gift.
There was a really nice
For
one with
you.
Hanzo and Widowmaker, at least for, like graphically speaking. That was from like
Graphically.
2016. I don't know how much better.
You're
they got
really
since
citing your sources here.
that. Yeah, I got the URL memorized.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So
This is
you
one.
can, you can back me up on this one here. Sometimes you just genuinely can run across it by accident on Twitter.
No, I looked it up. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
I stopped when I got to Warframe and they were still in the suit.
You're trying to throw
was
him a
your-
life raft you don't want, man.
Like when I got to Warframe and they were still in the suits, I was like, all right, I think there's something wrong with me. Because he spends so much time around Dog Daddy and he talks about Valkyrie, you're just like, let's see if there's some stuff about it, you know?
I don't know,
Maybe he's
man.
onto
I'd like to
something.
bang Sarah.
To do what? Miasma your face?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that foreskin off.
off.
I
Have
want my
you-
cock to ride off from
So do
space.
you have
Marines.
experience drawing that? Like, you don't have a shoebox collection of drawings in your room, do you?
Not porn.
I
Not experience.
have a,
I love how
have a
specific he got.
I got a shoebox. I got an accordion folder of old drawings, but not like that, no.
Well, like Superman, where he, like Superbad, where he draws his dicks.
No.
It's my dick lunchbox.
I had one of an astronaut riding a fucking horse on the moon.
Fan
Most of my
fiction that never was.
Yeah.
Most of my drawings have always been pretty fucking mundane by comparison.
Have you
Like,
ever
nothing really-
done commission work?
No.
I did.
That's the reason why.
I kinda did in middle school. Some kids would ask me, "Hey, can you draw that?" I'd be like, "Alright, let me see what I can do." And I'd make
There's a
them
soda
give me
for the
like,
vending machine.
I'd make them give me like $5.
He's a Dr. Pip. Put that shit away, man.
You know, I've never seen a Dr. Pibb in like a 12-ounce bottle before.
But you could definitely draw one. You have that potential.
I'm ashamed to say. In retrospect, I just remember her. I'm ashamed to say I gave away a lot of good drawings away for free to this chick I had a crush on in like middle school.
If I give her free stuff, then she'll respect
Is this
me
the
more.
same person
Maybe.
from high school?
No, completely different
No?
person.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I've only
I
ever
won't say
had
names for about
I've
this.
only ever had 3 distinct crushes in my life, and
Did you have that one girl who's like had a twin or something with brown hair? I think that you sat next to.
Didn't you see one of her too?
Yeah, I did years later.
I think that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, like three or 4 years later, I saw. I guess I really shouldn't say her name right now, so I won't. But I saw like this dude who behind me, who I've known for years, Braden. I won't say his last name, but this dude is like, "Hey Joe," just taps me on the shoulder, like out of the middle of nowhere, like, "Hey Joe, check this out." I'm like, "Huh?"
Look at this photograph.
Oh.
Look at this photograph.
Damn,
remember
just
that.
like that. Hey, look at this picture. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember her."
He didn't give you a warning or anything. He
Yeah,
was just
no,
like,
it's just
"This is
like-
her now."
Yep. Look at
His
her.
phone was full. Phone was full brightness in the middle of a lecture.
Damn near, Mr. Stefani. I could have looked over my shoulder and saw that. Cause like he was behind me, and I was second from the front. So like there wasn't much gap between me and the teacher's desk. And he was like pointing it forwards towards the chalkboard. And I
It was
looked back.
reflecting off.
Yeah, he's a damn near.
Was he one of those friends that talked really fucking loudly too?
Kinda, but I mean.
Damn, Joseph, don't you want a banger?
No, he wasn't like. I mean, he was kind of dude broy, but you know, he was funny. He was funny.
Were you just like, oh, that's cool?
I was like trying to like hide my like slight jealousy. I was like, oh,
Wait, what do you
okay.
mean? Did you just ask him to
Man,
send
this
a
guy
picture?
got, this guy
I
got
didn't
new-
ask him for the fucking picture. I just like
Did
saw-
he take the picture, or did he just
no,
get
he
it
got
from online?
he got sent it from her.
Oh,
Yeah,
so she's like that. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's why you were jealous. Okay.
Like, god damn you, you little.
Oh, that guy's kind of a retrospect.
He didn't know that. I didn't. It's like it was common
Yeah, but
knowledge.
still, if you're just bragging that around to like anyone, like your friends, oh, look at this girl sending me. No, that's feel like.
Well, I don't think he
Hey,
was
Joe,
like passing
in
it
like 2 hours,
around
I'm
like
gonna ask
here.
my girlfriend for some nudie pics. You want to see them?
Yeah, bro, give me them in fucking 8x10 so I can put them in my wallet. It's like I don't know. I mean, it's not like you should go around showing people's nudes, but I mean, he wasn't like emailing me the shit, so you know, whatever.
Yeah, I got a chain going on.
Yeah. But anyway, it's just like, just didn't feel good. Like, fuck.
What, in the sense of like this girl I liked, and now she's
Yeah.
this.
Not like this is what she's become, whore.
Like, it could have been me.
Yeah, it's just like
It's more like the case
not
of
like-
eyes.
I don't know. It's so hard to put into words.
You
when I'm
used to
trying
like her, and you're kind of a little jealous that hey,
It's
you actually
like-
got something from her.
It's like, fucking, like, damn. I know, like, there was no chance and I was completely over, but it's still like, man, motherfucker, really? This
It was
guy?
that easy.
Yeah.
Him.
Like, goddamn.
When was the last time you saw her? When you saw the picture? When was the last time you saw her?
I probably, last time I saw her was, like, 8th grade.
So like
And-
you went from middle school to then not like senior
Like,
six.
yeah, from, like, middle school to then at that time I was, like, sophomore, maybe junior year.
That happens with a lot of people from fucking
Yeah.
from middle school. I don't
Yeah, but you're not ready to see that. See the little kid when you remember they still had
Well,
freckles,
no,
and
I'm
then now
talking. I'm
they're
talking
like,
more. I'm talking more about never seeing them again.
No,
oh
I
yeah,
didn't-
obviously, you'd never
Mm.
see your middle school friends again.
You know, and honestly, come to think of it, this kind of makes me fucking sad when I think about it. I've only ever had one friend from elementary school all the way into high school.
It was my dad.
No, it was my friend Gaden, and we started actually hanging out a whole lot more because of the fact that in elementary school we would trade pay. Our teacher, instead of grading her herself because she was a little lazy, she'd have this
You have really bad teachers.
Oklahoma was terrible for teachers, honestly. It's fucking
You have teachers who steal from their students and not even grade
so-
accurately.
But
I'm
you
sure
know,
the guy was nice,
Show up, collect the check.
but like he was named at a disadvantage, you know?
What are you talking about? Gaden?
Gaden? That's unfortunate. I feel like he would. That must have
No, actually,
sucked
I was gonna say
being
he
that.
had a big
Not-
sense of humor about it for the most
Not,
part.
really?
Once he
not
came
as
to
bad
high
as
school.
Gaylord.
Nobody's called Gaylord, are they?
Yeah, they are. Plenty of people
Was
named
it,
Gaylord.
was it the guy who like your crush was dating?
Nah. Nah.
Mr. and Mrs. Gaylord.
Nah, man.
Yeah, me and his friendship started because the teacher would have us, the students, grade papers, and we just fucking swap our own papers and fucking cheat on that shit.
Oh, obviously. Dude, that comes in clutch.
Yeah, I used to cheat like crazy. I was
Everyone did that.
Even
Everyone,
if-
nobody
if
was
it-
like a narc.
Anything I was good at, it was cheating. I have to
There
admit.
was,
Gotta pat
that's my
myself.
favorite. That's That's a true thing. That's like an unspoken code in the classroom where like everyone is just like, all right, guys, nobody screw each other over on this one.
Dude, every now and then you'd find that one kid be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, make it super loud. But he's not telling on you, but he's making it obvious enough that the teacher could pick up because he's a fucking brown noser.
Dude, I just remembered something. This is a miscellaneous thing. I was once accidentally a narc.
Crucify you.
Well, no, in middle school, 7th grade, not 7th grade, 6th grade, I was fucking sleepy as shit one day in art class. And I was passed out, and the principal came in and asked, like, "Hey, does anyone know this kid?" And he brought him in here. And, you know, me being tired and all that, I, like, kind of glance up and say his full fucking name right in front of everyone.
Address and all.
And I just go back to fucking sleep, and then I wake up a little, was like, why is everyone fucking just staring at me all fucking... whatever. Because I'm fucking tired of shit. And I didn't realize what the fuck I did, because apparently this kid just did something stupid, which I never actually figured out what he did.
That's pretty badass though, if you just got up mid-sleep and then out of this guy and then been like, alright, time to catch some Z's, like it, nothing happened.
I slept in so many fucking classes throughout school, just in general.
I think
Maybe that's why you didn't go to college.
teachers don't give a shit
Well, no,
anymore.
I don't tell this to my dad or anything like that, because he doesn't want me to actually tell anyone.
Tell him never to watch the stream.
No.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't know about this shit, but...
He will once we go worldwide.
One of the things that actually he got kind of mad at Yort about this is because Yort was partially a reason why I decided against it to wait a year.
Yeah, yours always
Because
been like that.
he started talking, I was like, hey, you know, you should wait like a year, so kind of explore yourself, something along those lines. And my dad fucking lost things.
Your dad doesn't want you to end up like him in terms of like what, trade school?
Wait, what did you say?
I think your dad doesn't want you to end up like him in terms of career.
Well, that's the thing. He says his career pays well, which it does.
Yeah.
It's the fact that, you know, I see what my dad is now. It's obviously fucking, it's backbreaking, it's painful and everything like that.
Yeah.
That's the problem he has with it, which makes perfect sense.
So you tell your dad, hey man, maybe a rain check on this whole college thing?
Well, I told my dad about that. And
We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Well, no, it's because I'm trying to fucking think about how to say it, because you already know
Oh,
all
okay.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to actually sink down.
Your dad's gonna fact check this and be like, I never said that, son.
He's just
I'm
trying to
I'm
formulate.
trying not to fucking stutter.
He's just trying to fucking formulate a sentence that doesn't.
I didn't know if it was
shoehorn-
uncomfortable. I don't want to feel
shoehorn-
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm
he's-
fucking honest about fucking everything.
He's trying to fucking make a sentence, cobble a sentence together where he doesn't shoehorn the word cock in it. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not,
Got enough
I'm not
clout.
fucking shy about everything. Joe's got fucking some super incriminating evidence about me when I was drinking.
What?
Yes.
We can go into that later if you really want to. But I remember I accidentally mentioned Yort's explanation as to why I got the idea from it. And
Sus.
unbeknownst to me until like a couple months later, my dad just really gave him a fucking lip.
Really?
Because, well, Yort kind of, at the time, made sense to me. He's like, okay, you know, I can sit back for a little bit. You know, I just graduated. I can weigh my options a little more than just, instead of just immediately heading into college. You know, it makes sense.
At least you had a plan. I didn't have any. I was like, fuck it, I'm done.
You know, I consider it very fortunate, by the way, too. I actually was able to get my fucking loan canceled for it.
Imagine getting a loan and not going to college. How did you
Well,
know
it
that
wasn't-
York got like chewed out by your dad?
My dad told me. My
Oh.
dad told me a good couple months later when this again, and because he asked me, he's like, "Hey, do you regret not going?" I was like, and I said, "Yeah, I kind of do." It's kind of fucking stupid.
In retrospect, there's a pandemic, so maybe it's for the best that you didn't go to college.
Well, let's see, I graduated in 2019.
Unless you really love going to online school.
No, I'm
How'd you graduate in 2019?
2019. No, it was 2017.
17.
Oh, you would have
actually
been out by now. or
Yeah, I
close.
would have actually been I would have been able to finish online actually, because the course that I wanted to go into was a graphics design course. Because that's actually the whole reason. That's one of my biggest interests is drawing, because it could drawing leads to so many different fucking things. Now it can go into fucking advertising. It could go into commission
For
work,
you, it's porn.
games. Hey, commission work, it's money. A job is a job.
SpongeBob me boy, $20 is $20.
He's got a point.
Fake taxi.
Mr. Squidward, suck my dick while I count me money.
If I gotta get paid drawing some fucked up shit, because here's their thing too, and I know this one as well. A lot of artists don't draw fucked up shit, so people who want that fucked up shit, they'll
There's
pay
a
a lot
market.
of fucking...
There's a niche.
Yeah.
No,
You
that's
gotta
called a niche.
draw. You gotta
They'll
draw
pay
some.
a lot of fucking money for that
You
shit.
gotta
because
draw
no one else
some
wants to.
dude's femboy persona.
That doesn't sound that bad, actually.
Getting rammed up the ass.
I mean, if you have the talent for it and the resources, the only other thing you need to worry about is marketing yourself and how you would advertise this service to people. Do you have any social medias, like
Alright.
a big following on that?
Not to take away from this deep intellectual conversation, but for about half hour before this and 45 minutes now, I've just been fucking running back and forth in my spaceship. What the hell
Yeah,
are
I've
we
been
doing?
doing that too. It's a stream, or it's a podcast.
We're having a podcast. It's
We
You're supposed to
can
listen to
we
it.
can walk and talk. We're not fucking retards.
This isn't-
Despite the stream name.
This isn't fucking Game Grumps, dude.
Well, Jesus Christ. Give me.
Does Joe Rogan play a video game when he's podcast?
Let me back
He's
on it for you
usually-
so you can do it. Because I'm gonna be honest, dude, it's hard for me to walk and talk or do that sort of shit at the same time.
Fuck you.
If we
man.
go into a mission, we're just gonna do that mindless thing where you get into wave like 80 and nobody's saying anything, and you're just like holding
Well,
down
who
the
has
trigger
to
button.
go into wave 80 if anything? I just need to level
Oh
up my
no,
damn gun.
he's got to go level your gun while you're doing all that shit.
Go. Smoothing it over the akan. Do you have like a strong social media following on Twitter?
Yeah,
no,
I
but
do. I got a whole
honestly,
6
it
subscribers.
wouldn't be very difficult to do it with one. Because I can just start off by... Because I can just start off by doing it for the fucking bullshit that a lot of my other friends get constantly asked about, which is fucking...
I'd like to thank my Patreon supporters.
And then
What
they'll
was
tell
that?
their friends about it, or
No.
I'm gonna pay you an exposure.
You know, I can do that for just a little bit, and then just start charging something kind of measly and slowly work my way up.
but then
that
you'd
way.
be operating a loss, so you might need to get like a part-time job or something
Well,
while doing
here's the thing.
missions to make up for it. Maybe.
Oh, here's the other thing. I wouldn't mind operating at. It's not really a loss if I'm the only. Honestly,
And
if
also,
I can,
life.
if I can-
you're drawing like kitty porn.
Bleh.
I draw the line at that. I'd never draw that.
No, like cat, like Tom and Jerry. You
sure
Tom and
something
Jerry?
like that.
Jerry's a mouse. Or no, Jerry's the damn
It's a
cat.
mouse and a cat. You know.
No wait.
Whatever.
No wait. Tom's the damn cat.
I'm a cat. Jerry.
Joseph, you need to get better on your Tom and Jerry
No,
lore.
Jerry is a very
I don't
strong
know,
name
man.
for a rat. A mouse.
He's a mouse. It's Jerry the mouse and Tom the cat.
Like, you ever think about that? That's a very strong name for such a smart character.
It's strong
Jerry.
name, Jerry. It incites fear in the hearts of the fucking in the weak, you know.
Guys, look out! It's Earth's Mightiest Avenger, Jerry Seinfeld.
You remember the episode where they committed suicide?
That wasn't real. That's fake. You only ever read the article. They didn't really do that. Shut up.
I know.
In the final season, this episode was banned in many countries because it was considered too dark for
I wanted to
TV.
see what you'd say about it.
This was the last episode of the entire series, so fans would never know what happened. Wasn't the last episode. I think it was like the second to last. And they did do other stuff afterwards. They fucking hang out with Willy Wonka and shit.
Yeah, they hang out with the fucking Wizard of Oz
Like
cast.
every movie character ever.
That show is fucking.
The old show was funny, and then when they started getting into the movie territory was when things were just like, alright,
No,
come on
here's
guys.
the. I don't think.
I remember when they were doing slapstick at their peak, dude. That was some funny shit. Some of those episodes are funny as shit.
Because I think
But
slapstick
then-
is like fucking timeless comedy.
At their peak was like the 60s though, right?
I
Like
don't
a
know.
really old show.
Yeah, then they
And then
started
they
going.
rerun it
Yeah, I
at
know
Boomerang or whatever.
the reruns suck cocks.
Yeah.
It was like nothing from the old show.
You ever
there.
play the Tom Jerry War of the Whiskers video game?
No.
Game?
Yeah, they look like a player, like a tournament fighter style thing. You go
Tournament.
around the environment, you pick up weapons, you
Like a
smash each
fun-
other. Yeah, it was actually
Wha-
really cool.
What, does fucking Tom rip Jerry's fucking head off if he wins around?
It's like you can like have a shovel and you hit them 3 times and then they get flattened and then they walk around all flat and like there's a level where if you're Jerry, you drink this potion, you get turned into buff Jerry.
This sounds as jank as like the Simpsons funny.
No, it wasn't like the arcade bad game where like Ned Flanders was overpowered because he had the power of Jesus on his side.
I have the power of Jesus. He makes me immortal.
Damn, I gotta stop praying to Allah. Praise be to Homer. So, do you have a third plan?
Third plan of what?
Plan C.
Going to Kentucky? or making Tom and Jerry porn. I feel like you need a third plan in that option.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down on my portfolio when I apply for like an actual artistic job. You draw Tom and Jerry porn?
Get this man
I
a
must
shield.
admit, I'm curious to see what that looks like. Have you brought any source material with you?
Perhaps a visual aid will help you.
I'm kind of amazed that you managed to keep the original art style of the show.
I need to see this up close. Would you mind putting on this suit real quick?
I'm not a fan of how veiny that cock is.
Would you mind smelling this rag?
Ooh, you could review websites. That's a remote job.
Well, no, you said a third point. The main plan is just I'm gonna keep trying to apply to fucking jobs. And
Get something.
if I get the dedication for it, I'll start practicing sketching so I can do that as a side thing while I actually do have to review it.
Yeah, if you were gonna prep now, I would do it now. Yeah, you at
'Cause
least
I
have a
only
house
have-
to stay at.
Because I have a couple friends who do commission work, but there's only one of them that actually does it full time.
Yikes!
And they have-
Beforehand.
They spent so much fucking time getting is the thing.
drawings.
And they
suffer
still
4 hours.
And they still. Well, the only reason they were actually able to even get to that point was because they also have a Patreon at the same time. So you have people who are paying you consistently, and assuming that they continue to do it. And he has bonuses for that too.
How does he price his art?
For a sketch, it's like $30-ish. For a colored out version of it, it's about $50. For fully shaded, along with the background and all that, it's like $70.
How long does it take to do a sketch?
70. It takes him like maybe a day for a sketch.
$30 for a day's work.
Because he has the skill and commitment to be able to do that. It makes
$30 for a day's work. Let's crunch some numbers on that.
Well, hold on.
This guy's making 80 cents an hour. $30
Well,
for a day.
you gotta factor in the Patreon too.
Oh yeah, obviously. The guy's making $5.80 an hour. 30 a day for a sketch? How long does a $75 thing take?
Let me go fucking. I'm probably misconstruing. Let me go look at the fucking.
Let's check his tiers. Let's look at the tier list.
Let me go look at his hand.
You get my custom PogChamp emote in my Twitch stream.
Okay,
It's
no,
out,
I was
but it's
misconstruing it. It takes him a day to do the full-on background shaded everything.
Okay. For the $75 one. That's less bad.
Oh, it's $70 plus, depending on how complicated whatever you're trying to get.
How much do the supplies cost him?
None. It's digital art.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was talking about earlier too, because I already have a drawing pad. No.
Oh, okay.
The only thing it would cost for me to do it is time.
Ooh, does he have that glove? You know the glove I'm talking about, where it's like the finger holes are missing?
No.
Oh, I like those gloves. I have one of those. I don't do digital art, but I like
I
having
bet
one.
you do.
It's cool. I feel cool. It's like a black glove where it only covers a few of your fingers. So if you're drawing on a tablet, you don't accidentally like mark on it.
The fingerless
Oh, that-
gloves,
okay.
I know.
But the reason he added that last, because he used to only charge $70 just flat for that last bit. But he had to start adding it because after he started, because he doesn't really have too many fucking rules, and most of the artwork he draws is fur-related stuff because that's one of the fucking.
A lot of those guys will love to have their personas realized.
I need an avatar for my YouTube channel. Can you draw him?
Where do they get this money from?
Who knows, man? I suppose when you think about these dudes, I mean, not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but I don't think it'd be surprising to assume that most of these dudes are alone in their life. So they probably don't have a lot of extra bills to be paying, like kids
That's
or
like a separate
relationship.
discussion.
Yeah, I know, but you can still know what I fucking mean.
But like, I don't know. But like, what are you saying?
They
is,
got
like,
some laid
I
out
just feel-
cash.
I feel sad about that. Those guys, but with like OnlyFans, you know, these like lonely guys who don't have any like, I don't know, any like meaningful relationships in their like day-to-day lives. So they go online for some chick to like have
I'm
an
willing
indirect
to bet you
relationship.
most people who pay for that shit understand that you're just paying for it. It's just the ones that make me.
I think I think most of them want an actual relationship. Like it feels like an no. I think most of them want that, like an actual connection.
Wait,
And they
what are
feel
we
like they
talking
are
about
getting
here?
it. Like OnlyFans, you know that, you know that, right?
Oh, yeah. I didn't hear
Guys
that
who
first
spend
bit.
all this money because they just don't have anyone in their real life.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I think most of them realize that it is just they want it, obviously, but they realize that they're doing it for pay. They understand it. It's the ones that immediately think,
Why haven't you been my boyfriend?
I wonder if any dudes actually hit the jackpot as far as that's concerned. Like that's like the ultimate goal. For some guy was, I paid to get this chick to notice me, and then he actually got it to happen.
Well, that's just like then that becomes like a sugar daddy. I think there's a fine line.
Yeah, but like I mean, like it actually like for the good, you know, it worked out for the good.
Okay, yeah.
You know, the way I'm thinking about what Joe explains it is that maybe this guy's like donated to a Twitch streamer for like $50 once, and they actually got to talking, and maybe they found out, hey, they actually connect, something like that.
Yeah, but that's not an OnlyFans situation.
No.
Where she's giving you her nudies and you're just
But
like,
in the well, also in the case of the OnlyFans, it could be the fact that they could also find out that they actually do connect. Yeah, I'm sure it's happened to like a small handful.
I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure it's happened to like approximately one guy.
Yeah, that's like if you're like your waitress and you feel like you're connecting to the bartender lady because she smiles at you a lot. Like you know she's only doing it for the
I feel like
tips,
that's
the
a
money.
fucking make-believe scenario that only happens in movies.
No, that happens a lot. Bartender ladies do that, and guys like think that like, oh, she's hitting on me. No, she just wants some tips.
It's actually
No, the tips, yeah, that. I'm saying like.
Yeah, there's no girl who's like actually like that, who's actually falling for like their customers like that.
A bar dude. Random bar patron.
Let's hook up.
I came here to
You're
get
the
some
one.
beer. Left for the babe.
I came to Hooters for the women. I stayed for
It was a hoot.
Stayed for the nachos.
And like,
Now, I've always
don't
been
people
kind of
just
tempted.
leak that stuff anyway?
We're talking about.
OnlyFans.
Not as
I
much
feel
as
like
actually.
Well,
it
I mean,
would.
once it's out there,
online and you can have it, I feel like you just leak it.
There's still gonna be a lot of people who hate it enough where it is still.
Those guys are, and those guys are called suckers.
yeah.
Those guys are idiots.
Yeah, man.
Imagine paying for premium. Wait,
Imagine
MLP, do you
paying.
pay for? MLP, do you pay for YouTube Premium?
No.
I'm of the mindset if I can find it for free somewhere, I'm getting it for free.
Yeah. Unless, I don't know, unless you want to support the artist.
Yeah.
That's like, but this is a freaking Warframe.
Yeah, but, I mean, I could get behind that if you want to support the artist, but,
We support this. Like, if we're using that as an excuse, we support more.
yeah. But, you know, like, I don't know, I'm not made of fucking money. Is my appreciation enough?
Well, that's the other thing, too, I think about. Because if I had to be real, if I had disposable income, I'd probably buy YouTube.
Yeah, like, we're working
Maybe-
slowly but surely.
Maybe if I found an artist I really
I'd buy a
liked.
Pornhub Premium.
Why would you do
Nah,
that?
I would never
It's
do
all
that.
free. Even the premium videos eventually get like re-released, but like in a lower quality.
What do I need to do? See some dude's asshole and fucking fucking
Does- do you
4K
think that, like,
resolution?
I'm
Do you
watching
think-
this 4K video, I can count every ass freckle on that guy's head.
It's like it's VR. So,
Sprinkle on his head.
do you think that?
Button.
So do you think in the case of like guys who are like desperate for like some form of companionship, and these girls are like giving that to them, do you think that's like ethically right on their part?
not really. I think
Manufacturing
I
a
think,
relationship for
I
money.
only think it's technically a
I
bad
think
thing.
giving.
Really
I
do
think
have a
like
bad
when you like engineer it in that way, like your whole ploy is on your OnlyFans is to find lonely guys to convince them that you have some kind of like finger quotes thing going on with them. You know, I think that's kind of fucked up.
If you're just advertising yourself for porn, though.
Yeah, I think that's a lot more honest about what you're doing here.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for those guys though, man. But like at the same time, why are you spending this much money?
Yeah, that was the other part I was getting to is like at the same time, how bad can I feel for these guys? Like
You have done that
I
yourself.
I feel about those guys how you feel about how like I guess like the best way to describe it is how you kind of feel about like you feel like a crack addict on the side of the road begging for money. Like you kind of put yourself in this position where you're out this much cash because of your choices.
Yeah, but,
how
like,
bad can
well,
I feel?
It's different for other people
That's
too.
a little different, too.
But you know what I'm trying to say is that a problem of the heart and a problem of a fucking substance addiction is different, clearly. But at the same time, you're spending vast amounts of money on something you shouldn't have been spending your money on. Can
But
I
if you're
feel
addicted to it, that means that you can't
Most
have
people
live
who pay for
without
their
it.
OnlyFans, though, have more than enough income to support it. Anyway.
I don't know. I've seen dudes that
The
take
fact
out
that they choose to spend it on
crazy.
OnlyFans. It's so
Yeah,
sad.
it's insane. You could have done anything for your life.
Get a real one. I don't know.
Yeah, work on yourself, buddy.
I got a
Go
question
hit the
for you.
gym.
Would you consider it just as sad? Would you consider it just as sad about people paying for that? While also
About what?
at the same time, there's people. Would you consider the people who pay, just like for instance, let's go to like, you know how fucking the football game, NFL, the fucking Madden, or whatever.
The football
I
game.
don't play those games.
The
I don't pay
Madden.
attention to it. I
That
don't
Tom
remember
Brady?
the call. I don't. But
That,
you know how
John.
they
that
sell-
Brady fellow.
They,
John
They
Madman.
sell character packs on there. And there are people who spend tens of thousands of dollars monthly on it. Would you consider them just as sad?
No, because they're not. Those packs aren't selling in a relationship, like an interpersonal relationship. When you buy
Selling-
a pack, you're not being like, "Oh, now I'm really with Tom Brady. Now he loves me." Well, like OnlyFans is like a webcam situation. You're making these videos for your consumers directly, so they think that they're having an actual relationship, so they're paying more money.
Okay, I see. I
Wait, what are you talking about? Selling packs and shit? What are you talking
He's
about?
equating. So like he's
They're-
talking about like in FIFA, you have these little booster packs of your players or
Oh,
whatever,
like-
and he's
like
equating
fucking
that to
loot
like
box type
OnlyFans.
shit?
Basically, yeah. When you're paying money for that.
That's
But like that
no.
money is going directly to EA. It's not going to like the single each individual athlete or whatever.
Well, no,
and you're
I
not
mainly
forming a
bring that up
relationship with them.
because each one of them kind of seems like
EA
both of
is
them
a
seem
greedy
kind of like an
conglomerate. You get away with hating them because they're easy to hate. You know, they're just a greedy company at the end of the day.
You look
when
at
you
that
say-
and you see a company. You look at OnlyFans and you see the actual person behind like each account. You look
Yeah,
at you
when
see the girl.
when you see someone doing some shit like that, you see someone who is using their looks to convince somebody that that they could be loved by this person
Okay.
that doesn't even give a damn about them. They just want that.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Yeah.
They want your money, not your life.
It's kind of predatory in a way.
It's really
You know,
predatory.
yeah.
But I can see also at the same time these guys kind of do it to themselves.
Yeah.
I
At
don't
the
know.
same
The whole
time,
thing is just a weird situation. It's like I don't know. It just makes me feel weird.
horrors
people
have
still don't have a
existed
social
since the
life.
dawn of time.
I know, but like, have you seen how much money these girls are making from
Yeah.
OnlyFans?
Exactly.
I
It's
wanna
like
tap into that market.
it's like
Like, honestly, MLP, you might have to take one for the team on this one.
if I had a
You need a job?
fucking
Let me go make my OnlyFans now, and
I'm just saying, you have some nice looking feet, right? You better get some.
Fuck off with that shit. Anyone who likes feet's fucking gross.
Oh, okay, yeah, but Tom and Jerry porn. Yeah, I'll draw that.
I'm
yeah.
not saying I wouldn't draw it or do it. I'm just gonna still
I
criticize you for your fucking
I draw
penis.
some dude's fucking persona
Yeah,
getting
okay, yeah,
rammed
take
up
the,
the
moral,
ass.
take the moral high ground with your furry porn.
It's
Yeah.
a living.
Yeah, man.
It's just so weird, because I know people who do that on OnlyFans. They have OnlyFans. It's
Draw
just,
some dude's
ugh.
fucking persona getting his balls gargled by Woody the Woodpecker.
Did you see that real life Woody
No, no.
from Toy Story? Like a real life Woody. It's just so weird looking. It's nothing like Tom Hanks. It's literally like Woody, but in real life. I don't know if you've ever seen those like Homer Simpson real life versions, or like the SpongeBob, but in real life.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Sponge
Like
bitch
that.
me
It's
about it.
horrifying.
Yeah.
Would you ever pay for an OnlyFans account?
No,
No.
personally, no.
If I was a little desperate enough, I'd make one.
Strike me down where I fucking stand. I would not do
What
that.
if they had one of that crush that you like, Joseph?
No, I still would not move.
He's
It
got
was-
his memory.
As fleeting as it was, you know, it was just that. It was a crush. It didn't evolve beyond that.
into his mind.
I
know.
still see your shadows in my room.
Yeah, no, not
Take back
nothing I'd
love.
nothing I'd fucking cry over, nothing I'd sing a fucking sad song about.
That's right. That's right. You just do the Bill Burr style. Just take
I used to have
take a knee and rub one out.
I used to have a crush on this one lady. Oh, girl.
Lady?
In ninth grade. Because I was because whenever we came into the school, coming in for the morning, we would have to go into the gym, sit on the bleachers until classes were all ready. Because you can't just go to your classes apparently and sit there.
And I was in my gym shorts and I was slightly bulging, and she
Well,
looked
no,
at me
I
and she started licking her lips, and it was just us in the room.
My sock.
Yes. Then I went to the locker room and told her to smell my socks.
And then I said, "What are you doing, step bro?" This is so wrong.
Not that. That was what he said. Then I took her to the locker room and told her to smell my sock.
We got it on.
Was that one a quality
That's
one
how
for
I
you?
met your mother.
I don't know. That just sounds like some fucked up shit that some dude would fucking whack
brag about.
whack
Sounds
his
like some
yeah, whack his gack to in a heartbeat. Oh, I like where this is going. Let me call that Ryan guy up and have him draw me that.
But there was this one time I actually sat without my fucking my little friend group who'd usually be up at the top of the leader, so I was just sitting alone. And this one girl was just kind of sitting alone too, and she is absolutely the stereotypical fucking small golf girl sort of thing.
Oh, Raven?
Kinda, actually, yeah.
Hell yeah. I blame most of my fetishes for Cartoon Network shows. Or like kids shows. Come on, Danny Phantom, Gwen.
That sounds fucked up. That's a Nickelodeon
Danny
show.
Phantom, you had Gwen. You have frickin' Total Drama Island, also Gwen. Weird naming. You have Raven. I feel like there's some other ones I'm not thinking of. Some other goth girls.
First off,
This is a
Danny Phantom's Nickelodeon.
I meant to say, I didn't mean to say Cartoon Network. I meant to say cartoon shows.
I miss Danny Phantom. That was a good cartoon.
Really? Butch
Yeah.
Hartman is like still trying to campaign for that show to be back. You go to his YouTube channel, every goddamn YouTube video is him being like, "So if you guys really like my content, you should donate to my Patreon. I might be able to make a sequel to Danny Phantom."
Dude, that's what I heard was happening though. I thought that was a thing.
It's set 10 years into the future, and here's what Danny Phantom would look like if he was older. And here's what Dark Danny
I
would
just
look
remembered
like.
something. There was a Danny Phantom movie, and I know he drew Danny Phantom as an adult as well.
Are you talking about like Dark Danny? Or
Yeah, wasn't that him when he was like a different dimension or older?
No, that was him when he's fused with Vlad Plasmius, because original
God.
Danny's parents are dead, and he was all like Vlad. So he did that, and then the evil fused with Vlad, and then they killed the original Danny. I'm really up on my Danny Phantom lore.
Yeah, you're.
I did a lot of research on this in Overwatch 4. I'm your guy.
Danny,
Yeah, he could do the ghostly whale.
take off your
This brought up
pants.
a fucking weird memory. There, when we were talking in Skype one time with Destiny, she apparently dressed up as Raven for her Halloween thing. And she had some very, very
Revealing clothes, like cleavage?
Nah, it's just she got really fucked up at that party.
Oh, she got Azumarath with Trio Synthos.
See, I think
I'll
you're.
leave it at that, actually.
Did she have her tattoos? Did she have tattoos too?
No, I don't think she has tattoos.
Like little markings that Raven has? Or did she just dress up as her?
Is this news to me, or am I just forgetting this?
What? When she dressed up as Raven?
Yeah.
Joseph, you were at the party!
Well, she never sent pictures to the group chat.
What?
Wait, why would she? That's weird.
What?
Would she? Would you send
Actually-
pictures of you fucked up at a group chat to your boys? Be like, hey, look at me, taking chick.
Steve's always actually been kind of weird about that one, actually, when I think about it. She's only ever, in the group chat specifically, when we talk back on Skype, she's only ever sent one picture of herself.
Yeah.
Ever.
In the Raven costume?
No, not
No, in general.
that. Just in general. And I don't know if she still has it. She had some long fucking hair.
Yep.
Like, that shit went straight to her fucking thighs.
Don't you have long hair?
No, I'm balding.
I thought you had long hair.
No, I used to have long hair.
Wait, are
I
you
used
balding?
to have, I am bald.
I've always pictured you bald and with a hat on.
I
And
actually
I've
like
always
wearing it,
pictured
so,
Joseph as
you'd be right.
Larry. I've always pictured Joseph as Larry from The Big Lebowski.
Why
I
Larry?
used.
Cause you just sound like Larry. You just look like Larry. Like in the movie, we had that look he had talking to him, and it's just that look of just not caring, but also like peeved. I don't know. I feel like that embodies you sometimes.
My hair used to go back down.
I
to
think
my
you.
back.
You know, I think I'd understand more if you said something like John Goodman's character.
No, I don't picture John Goodman when I hear you talk about your ceramics class.
Like, at least personality-wise.
No, I'm not gonna like stroke your ego and be like, yeah, I always thought you were like Alex Jones or Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It was Alex Jones, huh?
Yeah, I'd be very happy to be Alex Jones. That's my life's ambition.
He's kind of retarded. He's kind of retarded. That's all an act too, right?
You'd hope. You'd hope.
Honestly, I'm willing to bet it really is fucking.
It's
live
him
action.
and Food Rabra that I can't tell if they're acting or not. I don't know if you know
They're
who
not.
the food review guy is. Running on empty. Food review.
No, I don't.
My disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined. You know that meme?
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell if it's an act for those guys, or if they're really like that.
No, man.
For most people, it is an act. For some people,
Alex
it's
Jones was like that for 4 hours on a goddamn podcast.
Man.
I wanted to say, in the case
Some
of Alex Jones, he
people are
probably does
just-
believe what he's saying.
Some people are just out there, man. Like, they're fucking insane, but they haven't... but they've been so
They have an
amusing to
audience.
watch. They've been so amusing to watch, and their audiences kept them afloat for so long that they've been able to blend into society. They're fucking madmen.
We could all go bad with just one day.
Oh, you fucking edgelord, man. Always busting
What?
out...
It's a Joker quote. I love this
Yeah, I
Joker.
know. You always busting out the fucking Joker quotes. You know what that's...
He's an
telltale-
amazing character.
Yeah,
sound
everyone
I'm
like
not
likes the
saying
Joker.
we live in a society.
Sound like
Yeah, I
just
know.
saying.
I'm just saying, though, yourself is that when you're always busting out Joker quotes out of fuck at any given chance you got, what's that a
You
sign
sound
of?
like a really
A
edgy
Redditor.
fucking high schooler.
Yeah,
Predator?
Redditor, high
I am
school
a
kid,
Redditor.
fucking
I
band
was in
kid.
high school a few years ago. A band kid.
Yep. Edgy
I don't know how
band
many
kid.
band kids like the Joker. You had edgy band kids?
You're the edgy
My band kids were always preppy assholes because they know they could play the cello and
Oh,
we
I
couldn't.
see. You were too good for the band kids.
Yeah, I was
My
a drama
band
guy.
teacher-
I was in theater.
I was in band for like 1 month. The band teacher was a fucking asshole.
I was in
Again,
orchestra.
you and teachers.
Well, no, this was actually just genuinely she's an outright fuck.
You were in orchestra? What the hell
I
did
was-
you play? The triangle?
That's not
You
an
play
orchestra.
bass? Did you play bass?
I played the bass. I played the double string bass.
The guitar?
No, the fucking
That's the-
goddamn
tell me
big
a story,
goddamn
how-
violin. The one you can't play unless you're standing
Oh,
up.
okay. I was like, damn, that's a pretty nice orchestra that has a bass guitar.
You told me a
Nah,
story how you
man.
played the Jaws riff when your teacher was walking in one time.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Bum, bum.
If,
It was
if you
super
had a
easy.
if you could play the tuba, you should have done that.
Nah, man, I played bass for 4 years in middle school. I haven't played it in years. I
You're
don't-
like, why am I just finding out about your guys' talents?
It's not really a talent. I was never that great at it.
For
My-
4 years, though? Like,
I
this is
can't-
the...
Dude,
this is the
I'm not
recorder
gonna
we're talking
lie.
about.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about this shit. I wasn't that great at it. I was okay at best at my fight. I didn't understand half the shit. Like,
You were good enough to be on it for 4 years. I feel like that counts for something.
I wasn't good. It's not like you had to try out for the shit. I was just a class I took because it was an easy A. You show up and you look like you're playing, and press
You play the real
Blender.
music background.
Yeah, man, dude. I'm not gonna lie. My best friend at the time, Donald, dude was funny as shit. Most baritone voice you ever heard in your life. Dude sounded like how the fucking cello or the bass played, man. He's a musical savant. Dude was good. He covered for me so much. Basically, I mimicked his movements and kinda his sound, but he had all the skill. Between us, he was a one man fucking.
Donald, you sound like a bass. Just talk.
Maybe you indirectly helped him improve even further because he had to cover for you too.
It's not like he was like, hey dude, do really good right now for me, please. And he's like, okay. He was just naturally gifted. He gravitated towards music. He got some. I stopped playing, and he kept on going. And he got some kind of, like when we were all graduating and stuff, and like everybody's getting awards and shit.
Yeah.
He got some award for being basically like the best musician at our school, and I don't know what he wanted to do, but he wanted to pursue a career in music. He's really
Did he?
good at it. I'm not sure. I haven't kept in touch with him that much. He's one of those guys that just never really wanted to chat outside of school, even though we were as good as friends as we were.
I think that's most high school friendships though.
I don't know.
Maybe for you guys.
Because there was only ever Gaiden that I talked to outside of high school and like one other person.
Only
Wait, you
fr-
say outside of high school? Do you mean like after high school or like after the school day ends?
After the school day ends. And after school completely, like graduating and stuff like
So
that.
I feel like I haven't talked to any of my high school friends, but I feel like that's mostly because I left a state.
pretty much.
I haven't talked to Gaiden in so long. It kind of bums me out too because he was a fantastic. He's the reason I actually was physically fit in high school at all. And
Then why don't you
one
just talk to
reason
him again? Let's just hit him up.
I don't know where the fuck he is anymore.
It's a pandemic.
After-
He's probably
after
not
we-
doing much.
Shut the fuck up. After we graduated, I stayed in touch with him for like maybe about a year every now and then because I'd see him occasionally in the neighborhood, and then I at some point just never saw him again. And no, I haven't.
Just like that, he van.
And I don't use Facebook, so I don't know.
Does your dad use Facebook?
Huh?
Does your dad use Facebook?
No.
Only dude I pal around with after school anymore. After school ended and everything.
Ishmael.
It was Ishmael. And we weren't
Yeah.
even like super good buddies like during school or anything either. It was
Didn't you and
I mean it was like really like last 2 years when we started becoming buds.
yeah, didn't that whole friendship between you and Ishmael really just mostly start like around Destiny? Was it Destiny 2 or Destiny 1?
Before that, I was like beginning For Honor.
Because I've never actually, because I'm trying to think back on it. I don't know if you've ever really mentioned him outside of, because he used to play Trials with us back in D1.
Yeah, he played Trials with us and New.
Matter of fact, that's kind of, that was a weird, I just remember that too. We went back through our fucking personal messages, and that was a, me and him had a very awkward kind of start when you introduced him to me.
What do you mean?
So you're
kinda-
Joseph's best friend, eh?
Well, no, it was more just, we don't know each other. We just kind of, whenever Joe
Yeah,
was
you only know each other because of Joe.
Yeah, because
That's how I felt with Ishmael at first too. Anytime Joseph would have to leave to like go take care of the situation.
Exactly. Because
It's just weird
Just so
because
you
like
know,
I don't know you.
On one occasion, we shit talked to other people.
On more than one occasion or just
No,
one occasion?
on just the one.
What happened? What did
We
you
were
guys say?
talking. We were talking about as we were dropping people back off. He was driving people back to their houses after we got done doing something. I don't remember what it was. And we were like, yeah, man, you gonna hop on when you get home? And I was like, yeah, I bet. All right, see you when you get back on. Maybe that faggot Soul Beast and Ryan are still on because it's like late Sunday or something. And somebody in the back of the car is like, who the fuck is Soul Beast? And we started talking all this mad shit about you. Yeah, he's this ugly motherfucker. He looks like
Aww.
he looks like fucking Freddy Krueger if he had extra dry skin or something.
At first, I wasn't taking offense to it because you were just like Soul Beast and MLP, so I was like, all right, so at least we both got trashed. But then when you started
I
specifically
think
going
your
after
name
me,
caught their ear more. I just said Ryan and then you.
oh, okay. If you said MLP, I feel like that would have been like a bigger target.
Nah.
Joseph never called me MLP. He always called back when I had the old name. He always read on first name basis, obviously. Did he always call me Deathy?
For a long time, yeah.
Because
Long
you
time.
didn't want to say MLP aloud because of obvious reasons.
I love playing with MLP.
You're also, I'm gonna point this out right now. You're the only ever person who called that name right.
MLP or Deathy Dark?
No, Deathy. Everyone would say Death. And we used to play fucking Black Ops 2 all the time. Everyone would shit talk me all the time when I would fucking hear him on that little fucking kill screen thing.
Dothy.
Death.
I fucking miss that shit so much. Like, it was one game I got into a fucking, like...
Hey, that reminds me. There's a Cold War alpha out right now, I think. We should download that shit. Yeah. No. Well, yeah, everyone's seen that. Everyone's seen the clips. But there's so... For a while there, Fortnite was such a juggernaut, and this dude had so much clout. This dude, he played with Drake, and he fucking got him a win. But bigger than that, this dude was hired to do the ball drop for New Year's. That's how big the dude was for a while. I don't give a fuck how big your streamer is, unless they can actually be a hype person, they ain't gonna yeah. No, man, unless they can actually do it. Dude, if I saw some dude on a BuzzFeed video giving me like a cook video, I don't think this dude could be working on a hibachi grill doing that shit where the dudes like flip the egg in the air with a fucking spatula and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, those fucking hibachi grills and shit. Where like the dudes like, yeah, they like do the flips and shit over their shoulders and shit with like the cutlery. You know all this shit. Yeah. I'm gonna down.
an egg on its side with a spatula.
I'm downloading this damn alpha right now. Yeah,
Because the fucking youth of society.
going on a
It's called you
minute
kiss your
and
mother with that mouth?
minute and 20, or yeah, minute and 20
A minute
seconds.
20. We've
Time
been talking so
dilation.
fast.
There's a black hole approaching. Time dilated so much.
Imperceptible to these weak-minded creature listeners.
I feel like it's been longer.
It's an hour and 20 minutes.
I feel like it's been longer. I've been eating this pizza for an hour and 20 minutes.
Dude, it took me
Thanks,
like
Blake.
15 to eat my pizza.
And he still has the box.
I can eat a
two.
whole large calzone in about 20 minutes.
That's not pizza.
It's thicker than pizza. It's bigger than pizza. It's weightier than pizza.
Thicker.
Yeah, I like.
I don't. Ever since you mentioned the porn drawing, I don't use these words, and I got a little. I don't know where you're going with these.
Dude,
It's more
Why do
vascular
you bring in the
than
porn
pizza.
drawing when I said I'd literally make an OnlyFans account to sell my body? Don't bring
Wait,
that
you
one
said
up.
that?
You know, you've been super. Alright. Hold on a second. Hey kids, close
Get
my
out of here.
close my door.
Now close the door. Now's the part they don't want to hear.
Well, now they're by my damn door, and we.
Quick,
Thank
tell
you.
the people tell the one person we're
Right,
streaming to that you're only
No
following.
no one is at any point is joining.
If anyone's
us.
watching this stream, it's Ishmael. That's literally like the only.
Me later. Hi, me. Anyway.
Hey, future Joseph, you're pretty cool. Thanks, past
You
Joseph.
got them kissing lips, you know that, man?
340 pounds of pure American. Come get some.
Gotta take little man pussy on, don't you?
Anyway, you.
What were you gonna say about-
you're Mr. Overwatch, man. You're talking about all this fucking Overwatch porn and shit. You got the fucking Overwatch socks, the Overwatch Legos and shit. Nigga, I think you just got a hard on for the Overwatch in general. I mean that literally, you know.
I literally do, but like I feel like that's common.
Perhaps.
This guy wants to sell pictures of his feet. go after that.
I don't know.
Someone wants to pay me full price for a game to see those fucking that nasty shit. Fuck it,
Oh my
whatever.
god, MLP, you're the Sith Lord.
Man, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that I'm okay.
It's you.
It's obvious. Everyone knows people got some nasty to them. I'm just saying people should keep it to themselves.
Smash. Are you okay with this? You're in the hotel room with MLP. You turn over. You see this guy taking pictures for his OnlyFans. What would you do?
Why the fuck would I do that?
Okay, first and foremost, if I'm in a hotel, it's at least gonna be a couple doors down from him.
No, we're gonna get one of those hotel rooms that's the shared door in it.
Yeah, nah, man. And second of all, if I did see that happening at any point, under any circumstance, this dude would cease to breathe.
Can't live knowing that I'm next to someone who's making money off feet pics.
My
I mean, what if he,
picks.
maybe not just the feet. I
Fucking
got it warmed up for you.
degenerate.
Hey Joe, I'm gonna give you a cut of my OnlyFans after taking pictures of you.
Yeah, nah,
I think
man.
that's rape. I think that's like a sexual harassment.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it would be.
that's a criminal offense, man.
It would be.
Hey, if you make out with someone who's drunk, does that count?
Hey,
That's like rape.
you were unconscious at this party, and I took nude photos of you and sold them. Here's a couple bucks.
Could you autograph them?
I got this one guy who said if you spat on his picture, he'd give me $50.
Could you imagine how much you paid if he could spit on you?
Man. The buku bucks.
You'd probably bust a nut then and
Dude,
there.
But literally,
He said-
there are literally people who would want that because
Dude,
people will
this dude
literally
would
pay for
fucking
bathwater.
give you a fucking bank loan.
I want some girl in high heels to snap my balls in half.
Snap
get
my
Tiger.
balls in half. How does that work? Just fucking hit the thing with
So,
like a
like
meat
Ryan,
mallet?
did you ever get like full scholarships for college?
Yikes.
No. No, I never actually got a scholarship for
I
college.
fucking knew it. Yes. No offense, but like, I remember thinking to myself, like, this
Well,
lucky son of a bitch. He's gonna get a free college. Damn, I really suck at my life.
That's actually one of the things I think about too, is that part of the reason I probably didn't was because I was really fucking lazy in high school. And that's stupid, just fucking is like, what's the point of doing all this, you know what I mean?
I mean, like,
Like
if you were in
this-
art class, I get that. Like,
Well, no,
I sleep in art class.
Because around my sophomore year, I started realizing that the school that I went to just wasn't particularly fucking great to begin with. You know, the people who were
The teacher
graduating,
sucked.
there was... Well, the teachers just fucking sucked, unfortunately. The
Stealing
good
from the
ones just had
students.
bad students because their students don't want to fucking listen.
I've never
And
won
the most
any.
fun-
I've never won any kind of scholarship for anything.
Yeah. I just remembered something random. When
Okay,
I was in middle
Joseph.
school, I got called up to the auditorium once. Well, because this was at the end of the school year, I actually got called up to the auditorium once, and I got an award, and it made me really happy when.
What was the award for?
I don't remember.
Kind of thing.
I just remember being really happy. It's like, oh, these people are clapping. I'm like, yeah.
Closest thing I've gotten to either of those things is in middle school. I got the best when everybody's graduating from middle school. I got the best artist award. But the
Ooh,
closest thing to the best thing I got as far as scholarship goes is I consistently got the most coupons for Pizza Hut at school.
How'd you
When I
do
was
that?
There was like these little competitions things. My my 6th grade teacher and my 8th grade teacher, Mr. Dow, he had these little competition things you could do, and I consistently always came in first for 2 competitions. There was an arm wrestling one, and then there was one where you see who could blow this this ball with a straw across the ground the furthest. It was like a hollowed out golf ball or something. And I swear to God, everyone had like smoker lungs because I blew this fucking thing down the hallway like fucking far as shit.
Nigga,
And
you're
it-
gay.
Yeah, man, I could suck the damn ball through the fucking
I could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
yeah, man, I could suck that ball through the damn straw like nothing. That's how I got all them coupons.
That's my favorite Alex Jones quote, where he's talking about if he was gay. I'd own up to it. I'd be the most gayest guy you'd ever see.
But anyway, I got a lot of coupons that way.
For Pizza Hut, did you like cash them all in at once, or like,
I usually gave them away because we never ate Pizza Hut.
oh my, so you just did these things for what? The bragging rights?
Because I was that guy, man. Like, hey, this
Didn't you
guy
also win
guy
Cha-Cha High
wins
School?
and he gives them away.
My arm's bigger than you.
Didn't you also win the cha-cha dance in school?
I got 3rd place.
That's pretty good.
What the fuck? You guys had the weirdest. I have no. You guys have weird school lives. Did the cha-cha dance, played the cello, got
Bass.
Pizza Hut coupon.
I hated the cello players.
Joe's is more exciting. Mine's pretty. I guess the weirdest thing that ever happened in high school was that there was someone who drew shit finger paintings.
What? You had a shit bandit in your school?
Yeah, we did. We actually legit fucking did. This was to use the high school bathroom in 9th grade, and someone took a fast shit in the urinal, stuck their finger in it, and drew some fucking shit on the wall.
What did they write? Like Joker S ha 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 on the wall?
I looked at it and fucking left.
Did you narc and be like, hey,
No,
I don't
I
know,
didn't fucking say anything about it.
how would you even say that? What would you say? Hey, somebody shat on the wall.
Someone shat in the urinal and finger painting.
Wasn't me though, but you can check my fingers if you want. I feel like that's how you get it. Be like, hey, who got shit? I'm literally cut shit-handed. Did they ever find it? The person who did it?
No, I don't believe so. I never asked about it. I never told anyone about that until like fucking like a couple months later. I don't believe it.
It was a couple months later.
It was kind of one of the things that kind of cemented like, I don't want to use these bathrooms.
Maybe I don't like going to school.
I learned to fucking hold my piss in for 8 hours because of fucking high school.
You were just never ready to
Worst
see
thing-
that again.
I mean, I saw some doo-doo on the floor before once, but the worst, like the most odd thing I suppose is I saw a whole bunch of, I saw like an entire baggie's worth of like chopped red onions thrown all over a toilet before.
What?
Chopped red onions.
That wasn't worse than the shit on the floor? I feel like the shit on the floor was
like
way
a
worse.
couple splotches of poop, yeah, you know.
Yeah, whatever, it's
it's
math.
gross. It's definitely grosser. But
technically
who
about
took a
math.
bag of chopped red onions and threw
Yeah,
them all
that's
over the
true.
toilet?
You had to bring that in with you.
Like, what the
You had to
hell?
plan this.
And one time on the bus, somebody stuck an egg in my pocket.
Like a hard-boiled egg, or like
No, just a regular ass egg. I got all the way, okay, so like there's like a 2-story like set of fucking stairs at the beginning of my high school. You walk up and then right in front of that is the cafeteria, which is where you'd wait before you go to fucking classes in the morning. and directly to the left of the cafeteria, there's the bathrooms. Like by the time I got off, like on the bus, and into the bathroom in the morning, somebody must have snuck an egg in my pocket. Like I was asleep. I usually sleep on the bus because I got to get on the bus by like 5:45 in the morning. Cause yeah, dude, it sucked. Cause I lived the furthest out, and I almost
5:45.
Yeah, dude.
When did school start? 7:20.
At like 7:30.
Fuck that shit.
Well, they'd open the doors at 7:30. Class and start to like.
Yeah, but you gotta be up like 2 hours early still to even get ready.
I know. 2 hours early? The fuck you smoking?
Or no, you have to like get up 2 hours early before school starts.
Bro, I got up like 5 minutes before my bus got there every day.
He went to bed dressed already.
I used to do that, actually.
Damn near. Like,
really?
Not really.
I did.
But
Sure
point being is somebody snuck a fucking egg in my goddamn pocket from point, like, it must have been like when I was on the bus sleeping. Because I know nobody wasn't fucking around my pockets while I was walking around. I wasn't that fucking out of it. And somebody stuck a fucking egg in my pocket, and by the time I get to the bathroom, I fucking reach in my pocket to find my phone. Like, man, where the fuck's my phone? And I reach in there and like, what the fuck? There's like
I'm bleeding.
Yellow goo.
This is horrifying.
My piss is jellified.
Was there like toast in your other pocket?
Fuck. No, man.
There was a sausage in your trousers.
Red sausage. But
I don't like. Did you have baggy pants? I don't get it. How you would manage to fit an egg inside somebody's pocket without breaking?
It did break, but it wasn't my pants pocket.
Oh, okay.
It was like my we had uniforms, not like like fucking suit and tie and shit, but like a dress code.
Okay.
And everybody wore fleeces, and it was in the front pocket of my fleece. It was like a North Face thing or something. I don't know.
Someone in the region chat just said, "Remember, fellas, if you ain't giving it to your crush, someone else's."
Oh no.
Facts, bro. I only have the one bathroom story that's weird. Joseph knows the story.
I got a few.
Oh yeah, I used to like you know how the stall lock from the inside. I don't know why I thought it was cool to like go inside a stall, lock it, and then crawl underneath.
Dude, that's fucking gross.
And then that way, like if somebody needs to use the bathroom, it was locked.
Not only are you a fucking asshole, but you crawl along the fucking piss floor.
Yeah, I know. I always wore yellow shirts.
I wore yellow shirts that used to be wet.
Oh, this one time we had the Spanish exam and I was nervous. We had to like go up in front of the teacher and like talk in Spanish. And I was really nervous. I didn't want to go. So I asked to go to the bathroom and I was in the bathroom and I was trying to give myself a bloody nose as some sort of excuse to be like, yeah, I can't do this project. I have to go to the nurse. But it wasn't budgeting. So I figured, fuck it, I'll just cut myself and then I'll take a piece of tissue, wrap it around, get it covered in blood, and hold it up to my nose, and hopefully that counts. But I don't know. I guess I'm like a pussy. It's hard for me to like find the will to manage to actually cut myself. Like if you're just in the bathroom in the middle of school day to be like, let me just cut my skin open right now and start bleeding.
I don't think you'd be considered a pussy if you don't want to fucking stab yourself.
I think it's like not like a biological imperative for most people to cut themselves. So being a little hesitant,
it's just
kind of
like,
natural.
I think being hesitant is just part of being fucking, sensible.
One time,
well, like there are times where I scrap and I'll like end up cutting myself and I'll be fine. But like to physically like do it on purpose is like, oh man.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean.
I remember one time I got like a really bad bloody nose at this like this photography film making class I took during the summer at this Notre Dame.
You take so many nice liberal arts classes, man. Your school sounds cool.
It wasn't at my school. It was technically a summer school course. It was at Notre Dame. It was in a trio program. It was like a college prep thing that I
really
kind
you could have gone to Notre Dame.
it wasn't for Notre Dame. It was just at by one of the Notre Dame students who was like.
Oh.
Anyway.
I need credits, guys.
Anyway, I was there and this dude's in the middle of a lecture and like he like he's just talking, and then he glances at me, and he like stops mid sentence while he's pointing at the fucking board, and he's just staring at me for a second. I'm like, what? And like, dude, the big old fucking glob of blood's like going down my shirt and shit. I feel it happen. It just happened. Like the air.
You were just looking directly at him, like blank faced.
Yeah, bleeding.
Bleeding.
Like once it got, once I like figured out like what's happened, I was like, oh, I gotta go. I'm dying.
What was it like walking back into that classroom? Me again.
Hey, what to do?
Did you leave a trail?
No, not really. I
This
just
one time in high school, this guy left a bloody nose trail, and it was there. It was stuck on that trail was left for weeks. We could see his little blood spatters the way he exited out of the classroom.
There was a time when I was in middle school, in 6th grade. I was just sitting in this is not blood related. I was just sitting in my English class, and just out of nowhere, I just vomited on myself.
What? Like a full-on vomit, or was it just like a few chunks of food?
Like a good. It didn't have any force behind it because it just kind of dribbled down my mouth onto my shirt, and I was just sitting there in the middle. I'm in the middle of the
You can't read out of the textbook.
I was just sitting in the middle.
All
of
right,
class,
next person, please.
Everyone's staring at me. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Because I didn't feel sick or anything. And I just suddenly, it's like, I just vomited on myself. Like, what? What the fuck? And I had to get up. The teacher gave me some like napkins and all that to make sure it didn't fucking fall on the floor, and just sent me to the nurse's office. I had to come back to the classroom
and clean up
because I didn't know where the fuck the nurse's office was. I was fucking confused, like, where's the nurse's office?
Did you guys have like the desks that are like the half desks?
What you talking about? You talking about the seat and the desk being all together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I ain't gonna. Those desks right there are how I learned to sleep sitting up.
I used to think that if you know how some of them have like a basket on the end of it, on the bottom of it.
Mine never had that.
Well, mine did. I used to think that like if somebody had their feet resting on your bottom basket, that meant that they liked you.
Oh, okay. You mean under the seat?
Yeah, I used to think that like, hey, this girl likes me because her feet are on my seat, and she's touching something of mine. I was really depraved as a kid. Like if OnlyFans was a thing, I would have probably done that.
Would you pay for porn at such a young age?
My first time was 9 years old. Was when I first discovered that.
This is actually an awkward one. The neighbor next door to me. I don't actually get out of a fucking hearing range.
As opposed then to the neighbor not next door to you.
The neighbor next door to me used to have. I don't know why I say used to have a daughter. It's like she fucking died or something. He has a daughter, and she was actually who introduced me to porn.
Like, hey, this is a cool video I want you to check out, or like, hey, come to my room, let's watch some videos together.
Oh no, she was actually at because I live right next to my grandparents. I've lived next to my grandparents for all my entire life, save for like 2 years. Early in my life. So she was hanging out over there, and she's like a good 4 or 5 years older than me. So I was in Huh?
How old were you?
I was in 5th grade.
Oh, so, no. That's a no-no.
And she was in 7th or 8th at the time. Somewhere around there. Probably even fucking, in 9th grade. And
wait, if you were in 10th grade, you were like, or 5th grade, you were like, what, 9 or 10?
I think so.
And if she was in 8th or 9th, she's like, what, 13, 14?
Well, yeah, around that age.
Ew, that's weird.
And she actually showed me lesbian porn.
Like, privately?
Disgusting.
Yeah, just kind of privately, because my grandparents my grandparents have this little downstairs room that
God damn it, you.
That we had the Wii in at the time.
You're a goddamn chick magnet.
And there was this tiny little itty bitty fucking like micro laptop my grandparents gave me because I used to like watching fucking YouTube videos, and they didn't like me doing it on their work computer, so they bought that piece of shit. And she was just down there one time, just showed me porn for some reason.
MLP just uncasually, unpromptedly, just has these like wild stories of him like, yeah, I almost had sex with this Zarya looking chick. Yeah, this one time this girl showed me porn when she was like 5 years older than me.
There's nothing minor about that Zarya chick.
I'm just saying, dude. You have a way with certain people that you have, but you're blinded to it.
That still makes me very fucking sad. It really does.
What? That you weren't crushed by Snoosu?
Well, no, I've told you this because that's exactly my type.
Sorry,
And I just kind of.
I don't think you've told me that.
Well, yeah, I have. I know I told
You
Joseph
like
this.
girls with muscles?
Yes, not extreme, like fucking full on fucking. You know,
But like you can tell they
steroid.
work out. Like if they have
Yeah.
a shirt on, you can tell that they work out.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know,
But, like-
it kind of bothers me because I was just sitting there, it's like she's explaining all of this, showing me around campus, and she invites me back to the dorm. She's like, "No, I got to go ahead and go home."
You could have talked to her after the fact.
I still have her number. I haven't talked to her since then.
I guess you're gonna do that forever
Because
then.
it just kind of gets, it's like, nah.
She probably lost all those muscles, man. She got those
Well-
muscles solely for your benefit.
Oh, of course, another reason is because I also have a girlfriend here.
I know. Well, what if they're the same person?
They're not.
All right. I guess you don't know the importance of the word "if." You're no fun at all. What if they're the same person, but they're not? Yeah, but like, what if? But they're not. No, I'm
'Cause-
saying like if they were, but they're not. They're not. So they aren't.
Because my current girlfriend actually is still roughly my sort of like absolutely 100% ideal type, but she's not nearly
Aw,
as tall as this
oh,
one.
that's cute. Look at you, look at you, little sappy bitch. Aw, look at you. How old is she?
Which one?
Your girlfriend.
First alert. She is 24.
How would you know how old the Zarya chick was?
Because we talked for a good little bit.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Because I was fucking 19. Or,
Goddamn idiot. You
I was
fool.
19 at the time.
No, you weren't. This happened recently.
What are you talking about?
Zarya.
Or the Zarya chick? No, the Zarya chick thing was like a fucking year after I graduated high school.
That did not.
That was going.
Was that 2018?
Yeah, it was.
That was not 2 years ago when Joseph got the text saying, "I didn't read the signs."
Because I was going to be going into.
You poor bastard.
Oh, I forgot Joseph was here. He was like quiet.
Because I
Yeah,
was going to be
sorry.
going. Because I was. Thing like I was going to be going into the spring semester, which would have been
Damn.
just after Christmas, pretty much.
And
then I
that's
just
2 years ago.
Yeah, no, time
Feel
really
old
flies.
yet? Joseph,
I
2 years
remember that
ago,
too,
we were
because-
almost masters in Overwatch.
Joe, you
Wow.
got really mad at me when I woke you up with that text because you didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck, man. I was tired and you wake me up with some random nonsensical shit that
Also,
made
that's
me...
a very vague sentence to have in just the middle of the
Because
night,
it was
especially.
just that fucking 2 a.m. when it suddenly fucking dawned on me.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Fuck. Yeah, pretty much. It's like a whole fucking, like I'm heading to bed, and I just kind of wake up a little bit in the middle of the night. It's like,
In a cold sweat.
wait!
Yeah, that girl was really nice to me, and she sure was touching my arm a lot. And she invited me back to her dorm. Well, that was nice of her. Unless... No.
No. No!
Hey man, it's okay. You still have your furry porn.
Mm,
That stuff will never leave you. Whether you try to make it or not.
It's a living.
Your girlfriend's 23, you're 22.
Yeah.
Hey, does it feel weird dating a girl who has a job and is older than you?
No, not really.
What if she was taller than you? Would that make it weird?
She is taller than me.
Is that weird?
I'm 5. No, I actually prefer that.
Why?
Because I'm
Oh my-
5'4", and she's fucking 5'11", almost 6 foot.
You like girls who are muscular and taller than you?
Yes, I do.
MLP, I think you want Snoo Snoo. I think you need to date like an Amazon chick. Get you a Wonder Woman in your life.
Yeah, let me just time travel real quick.
You want Snoo Snoo.
Let me just time travel back and actually go to college for once, and I'd be probably successful in life.
Your Professor Zort teaching you about why global warming isn't real. Oh, it's not real, Al. It's not real, Solbeast. There's palm trees in my garden. Where are my palm trees at? This one guy
What
said
is-
palm trees.
What is it with your palm trees?
Because like some guy said that like because of global warming we're gonna have palm trees, so Yort is using that as the ultimate test of seeing if global warming is or not real based on something one guy said one
Palm
time.
trees have to get there first.
So he's just like, oh, there aren't any palm trees. Guess there isn't climate change.
He also
Global
believes
warming.
Atlantis is real, and that the government is tightening it up.
I mean, Atlantis might be real.
Jesus.
Like, I don't think it was like, I don't think in a sense of like DC, you know, I don't think there's Aquaman.
No,
Like, I feel like,
I don't even think it's like advanced technology or anything. It could have just been some sort of fucking like.
yeah, it could have been just like a place called Atlantis, and they were just like, oh, your guys' shopping carts are like have a fifth wheel or something. You're gonna have to be some grand like, you know, utopia.
No, it could have just been fucking sort of fucking civilization that just got eventually flooded over.
Yeah, I don't think that like the government is covering it up.
Yeah, it's probably something that stemmed from the fact that you can find ruins in the ocean.
Ooh, conspiracy theory that I think Israel is the one where like the mirrors at the clothing stores make you look better in their clothes.
That actually is true.
Yeah, that's one I believe. The other one is that the Apple AirPod meme was created by Apple as a way of like guerrilla marketing for their Apple AirPod products. You know, I remember those memes?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Guys, AirPod team.
Roof broke. I feel like that was created by Apple to like sell more AirPods. The guy who says now, never simp for crop top thoughts. Lift weights, you bunch of boy gays. Okay. So I go to the gym at my school, and I've never seen a more clear divide of like athletic people. 'Cause, like, well, what I mean by that. No. What I mean by that is based on the gender. Like literally, there's like a court, and they have like a certain equipment on one half of the gym, and the other half is just like other stuff. So like one half of the gym is weights, the other half is yoga mats, and it, like Garrett, like literally, like all the guys are on the weight section, and all the girls are doing cardio or like yoga. I've never seen
2 oddballs.
Yeah, I've never seen more of a clear divide of just guys who are just like clanging and banging. Like the guys are always in groups of 4 with their other Chad friends, just like lifting the same weights and putting them down, and then the girls are doing their little like sex position yoga stretches. So that
You
way
ever
they know
actually
how to.
done yoga?
I've thought about it. I'm very
It's
flexible,
relaxing.
literally. Like if I could stand, bend over, and palms on the floor, if I wanted to. Like I have done that. I've wanted to do that. It would just be weird.
My girlfriend got me to do that one. I found it pretty damn relaxing.
Dude, I think your girlfriend is trying to like snooze you.
She
Yeah,
also
let's
does-
get you relaxed. Let's
also
take you to this
does-
room and smoke this heroin and let's get some yoga in you.
Oh, she also does light lifting too.
Really? What does she lift?
She has. I'm not good at these fucking machine names. I really am not.
Well, do you know the amount of weight she lifts?
She just has some fucking. It's just she has a weight set at her house.
Is it like the dumbbells or like an adjustable one where you can set the weight?
Where you can just take the things off the bar.
I've seen
put
those.
it
That's
off.
cool. Do you use that?
Do I use it?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I can lift weights. I just don't find. I don't like the. I don't think I would look disproportional for me. Is what I mean.
You don't want to look like
I don't
Saitama
think-
if you're balding and you're muscular?
Yeah, I don't want to be balding. My arms being, my legs being. Actually, no, my legs are pretty muscular because I used to run track in high school.
The buffed out Les Luthor.
If there's anything that I actually am good at, it is actually distance running and sprinting.
Cardio.
I do have good cardio.
Ah, yeah, it's better than nothing.
Slowly ruining it by smoking cigarettes
Smoking?
every single day. Yep.
Hey, you're young. You can afford to make mistakes. What, you think that stuff's gonna last?
Hey, I've said this
Come
plenty
on,
of times.
man.
If I get to like 40, I'll be happy.
Come on, man. The atoms in your body changes every day or something, so you're gonna get new lungs by tomorrow, right?
What are you doing right now, Joe?
Typing in Dota School and fucking the region chat.
Oh, you've been. Oh yeah. Okay, that's you. Deruz.
Foodie.
Joseph, do you lift weights?
No.
I think we talked about this. I think you and Ishmael were like having a dick measuring contest about the amount of weights you guys can lift.
Yeah, I haven't lifted weights in a while.
Hey, Joe, whatever happened to the exercising you're going to do every day?
Huh? Like all things, I give up on it.
The pizza box in front of him.
I
is a
don't
clear
mean to be
indicator.
like awkward about that. Actually, that's just something that popped in my mind right now. I was like, what happened to that? Because you were sticking to that for like a good 6 months.
You give
And
up
you
one
lost
day,
weight.
you give up, and then you just never do it again. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take one day break, and then you're gone. You're done.
I'm like that with school.
That happened with me at soda, actually. Because in my 10th grade year, when I was in the science class, which I actually had a good teacher, for you fucking assholes. This one time, she was showing a video of a spinal correction surgery. And at the time, I was a little bit, kind of squeamish still. So I ended up getting kind of a little bit pale in the face, but at that point in time in my life, I used to do nothing but soda. Because my grandparents would always have soda in the bottom cabinet. My parents would always buy fucking soda and have fucking 12 packs everywhere. So I used to drink nothing but soda. No water, like no tea, nothing else. And this apparently caused me being really squeamish, it caused me to pass out in that class. But when I got home, my dad realized what the fuck the problem was, because he's older, so he sees dehydration a lot in his field. So he just gets me some fucking Gatorade. And then I suddenly realized, holy shit, I actually feel so much better, like physically. I'm gonna drink nothing for like a whole year, and then at the end of the school year, they have these vending machines in my school, and it's like, I got some spare change on me. I'm gonna buy myself a Pepsi Max, and then I stopped my fucking no soda habit immediately, and started drinking fucked on soda again.
When you drink Gatorade for a year, doesn't that stuff like dye your teeth?
No, it doesn't.
Brother's a liar.
Honestly, I used to think Gatorade was unhealthy until I realized that what makes it healthy is that if you're working out or sweating a bunch, you need electrolytes to actually rehydrate you.
Yeah, but if you're not going to be doing that stuff, I feel like
it's sugar water.
Yeah.
It's sugar water if you're not doing stuff. If you are doing stuff, you need electrolytes to hydrate.
Do you think people drink Gatorade and then just sit, watch TV and be like, I'm working out,
Yeah, I'm healthy.
I'm exercising, I'm losing this weight. It's the
same
Gatorade's
people
gonna
who eat like fucking
vaporize
trail
it.
mix and not realize that it's high in calories because it's trail mix. You do it when you're walking a bunch, going places and all that. And
On a trail.
Yeah, exactly, because you're burning calories with being out and just walking about. Not sitting at your ass munching on some fucking nut. Some fucking M&Ms.
Sitting on your ass munching on some nut.
I mean, because protein.
Yo, Jamie, put that on a t-shirt.
Because protein doesn't do you any good if you aren't fucking working out or burning some calories.
We know how much protein is in nut.
Exactly. Peanuts actually have a lot of protein in it.
Oh
Especially
yeah, peanuts. Yeah, peanuts. Yeah.
But you know exactly what I fucking mean about it. Gatorade's healthy if you actually do shit. It's healthy-ish.
Yeah.
Because sugar is not bad for you.
My way of protein. I've been eating 2 chicken breast sandwiches a day, every day, for the past 2 weeks.
That actually sounds pretty good in that column.
Yeah.
And here you are eating a whole pizza.
Yeah. You just kind of do that. You just kind of do 2 weeks worth of work in one day. I feel like when you get to that point, it makes sense how you go from 6 months to working out to never again. Because if all it takes is one bad day to undo a month's work, you're just what's the point of doing it?
I'm kind of dreading the day that my metabolism fails. Because I'm gonna be honest, I genuinely don't understand how people can gain weight.
Just never drink alcohol while being in a cold place, man. Don't get those frozen calories. You'll never be able to lose that weight.
Damn fucking dragon language is so fucking limited.
Because I eat...
Trying to fucking find a way to... There's not enough words in the fucking vocabulary to fucking make a proper sentence half the time.
What are you talking about?
Trying to call this guy, I've seen the fucking region chat now, for a while now. I was fishing for a minute to see if anybody would recognize Dovazul. And this dude did, and his name is Dova saying some shit, and he's been saying some weeaboo ass shit for a minute. Oni-chan? Yeah. And I've been trying to call him a fucking weeaboo faggot for a minute now, and Dovazul. But there's so limited, there's such a limited amount of words in that fucking vocabulary that you can't really make a proper sentence like that.
You suck peanuts and you watch Japanese cartoons.
I like Japanese cartoons.
I bet you do.
Oh, Dova's saying.
Yes, Dova saying.
Oh god.
Dova
The
saying.
Dragonborn. Goku.
The only one I ever really got into was Attack on Titan.
Wait, Dova's an Attack on Titan thing?
No. You said
okay.
Japanese cartoons and what?
Way to keep up with the current
Well,
situation.
no, I thought Dova was Dova's Skyrim, right? Dova King.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Avatar is technically an anime.
That's a really good show. I'm happy that show actually did get the ending.
It's such a miracle that show was made. That show is like really smart for kids, especially. I don't mean that like you watch it and then you'll be like, "Whoa, my brain, I can math better." But like, I don't know, just the concepts in that show.
It just
Like
it kinda,
Batman the animated series.
yeah.
Like serious. Like if you're a
just
kid,
kinda-
I don't feel like you'd be able to process what's happening.
I remember I
just be
covered
like-
my face with a beanie when the kiss scene happened in that show.
A beanie?
Yeah, I had a beanie on at the time. I was sitting
No,
in
don't
front
get
of the TV.
Zuko. He bad.
No,
he
no, no. It was
fire.
when they were. It was when Aang and that one lady, the
Guitar.
waterbender lady.
Katara.
Katara.
At the
They
season
were in
finale?
that. No. They were in that cave that was
Oh.
purely dark, and they read a fucking tablet that said "Only love will show the way," and then they kissed, and then lit the rest of the fucking cave up. I covered my face for
They
that.
didn't kiss, they were gonna, but then the cave lit up, and they found
Oh,
the way
okay.
up.
Okay, I covered
What
my
if
face
it
for
like
that.
wasn't those two in the cave, but like they still
Secret
kissed?
tunnel!
There were two people just banging in there.
Secret tunnel!
No, but like what if it was like Sokka and Aang in there and then they had to like kiss?
Secret, 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 secret tunnel!
Hey, you think Zuko's gay?
No, why?
Yeah, bro.
No reason. Just like
I was gonna say. It just kind of gets to me because a lot of really good cartoons seem to get closed off before they get any sort of ending. And I'm
Hey,
kind of
man,
happy that
Adventure
that
Time
show
got
ended
their
off
ending.
cool.
Man,
Didn't
this is-
I never got to finish that.
What did you
Yeah,
say a
they-
minute ago? Suck a peanut and something?
Much
Suck a
a nut.
peanut because you watch Japanese cartoons.
I don't think
Oh.
there's gonna be a word for nut. Anything,
Peanut,
anything specific? I guess I could just say the word
Cashews.
peanut. Yeah, you have to get even more specific. No, Ryan.
Elaborate.
Pistachio.
What are you trying to look for here?
I'm just trying to find a way to insult this man. Indovazul.
You suck cashews and you watch Japanese cartoons. That's the best way I could think of that won't get you banned from chat.
I don't care
Oh,
about getting
no.
banned from
Banned from the
fucking
region chat.
I don't give a fuck about that.
That's
I mean,
gonna be
I
on a
actually
permanent
have to
record.
make something that works in Dovazul, is the point. You need these
Dovazul.
words. That's the name of the language. The dragon tongue.
Oh, are you trying to formulate this in a dragon tongue?
Yeah, you retard. That's what I've been doing this whole time.
Okay, what would be a word for nut, maybe?
There isn't a fucking word. That's my point.
Oh no,
That's what I've
would
been
be a
talking about this whole time.
Hold on, what would
Where
be a
are you?
synonym- What would be a synonym for nut then in dragon language?
There isn't one.
How
you
do
know
you
how
say
many
come in
words
dragon
they have that
language?
overlap? The word los is if, that, and, or, and but. That's like
How
6
the
fucking words.
How do you guys know dragon language?
That was
Is
so
that-
dumb. I don't.
I played the game for like nonstop for like 10 years, man.
How do you know? Dude, I think you could speak this fluent.
I could for a while, not fluently. I could formulate a sentence.
Okay, so you admit that you're just like those Star Trek nerds then, who speak Klingon.
I don't own a fucking goddamn one of
I'm not
those
saying they
weird-looking
own it,
blade
I'm just
things.
saying that like those guys who know how to speak a fake language, you're to a certain extent, you're like those
Yeah,
guys.
man. I guess I am one of those niggas, the equivalent of one of those niggas who could speak Dothraki or some shit, or Klingon.
You have become the thing you swore to destroy.
I don't remember swearing to destroy people who swore Klingon, but maybe. Fuck anyone who speaks Klingon.
I'll kill those alien bastards.
Who's that friend
My
of yours that
words
we played
will
Overwatch
burn out
with?
in your
Like, really
ears like
crappy.
the wrath of Khan.
What did you say, Solist?
It was like this one guy we played Overwatch with Joseph, and like he was new to the game, and the first character he picked was Genji. I don't know. I just remember like.
Was he the guy that breathed heavy?
No, that was a friend of my brother, who was just like,
I remember that. That felt
"Does
fucking.
anyone want to
awesome.
play Genji? Okay, I'm gonna go Genji."
That felt really fucking straight because whenever he popped his fucking ultimate, he just.
Like it was real life, like he was doing it with an actual motion controller.
Maybe it was,
He was
like
going-
a Wii remote.
On the PS4.
He's using the PlayStation Move.
Fucking
Somebody
yeah.
has to.
Jesus Christ.
Dude,
He's running in place and
hang on
shit.
here. Do you guys remember PlayStation Home back on PS3?
Yeah, I do.
Is that their
They
answer
had-
to Connect?
What are you talking about?
Because like, is it like a webcam thing?
No. Well, that's what PlayStation Move was, not Home. PlayStation Move was essentially trying to rip off the fucking Wii. because the Wii was doing wildly fucking successful, and it's still one of the most successful consoles.
Well, no, you had the Wii, and then Microsoft tried to do that with their Kinect, and then Sony did that with their Microsoft Move. It was like three
Sony
layers
did
of
with
like
their
ripping
Microsoft
off.
Move.
Or, no, Sony did that with their freaking PlayStation.
PlayStation Move, yeah.
It was like three layers.
Well, Microsoft did it at least differently, or did it in a different manner. They had a camera that would follow your body movements. The way the Wii did it would have a infrared tracker on the Wiimote along with a sensor inside the Wiimote. The way PlayStation did it was that they had a bright fucking light, and it would just follow the camera. And I remember PlayStation Home, which was this fucking virtual reality shit that required you to spend so much fucking money on to get like outfits and all that. They had when that thing came out, you make your character into a PlayStation Move, so you'd have a big glowing fucking head and the body of the Move, and you'd have these fucking hands that wouldn't stick to your body, so you'd be running around like a Wiimote that was Rayman. I mean, a PlayStation Move that'd be like fucking Rayman.
Do people still like is Kinect still a thing?
That kind of, it probably would still be a thing if it wasn't mandatory on the Xbox One when it came out.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the Kinect got a lot of bad fucking hype for it because, well, two things. It was mandatory to come with Xbox One, which meant that it costing more was because of the fucking Kinect itself, instead of it just being independent. Because the original Kinect was $100. So, Xbox One being $100 more, you could be the same price as PS4 if they just didn't fucking add the Kinect to it. And their problem was the fact that it was mandatory to be always plugged in, because your Xbox would run off the Kinect.
May.
Like, I think
your language going.
Woniskorov, faggot.
Oh my god.
But I feel like if the Kinect wasn't mandatory for Xbox One, it would probably still be alive.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. PlayStation Move is still of a thing because VR.
Is it?
Same remotes.
Oh, okay. Oh, in that case, that makes sense. Because I'm gonna be honest, when the PlayStation Move came out, kind of came and went. I never learned of anything that fucking.
They were literally just Wii remotes.
No,
fuck this shit.
It was shittier Wii remotes of that, and there was like no fucking games that were made for it.
This is far more effort than it's fucking worth. Just to
for him to
insult
just glance at.
Just to insult some weeaboo who will not even catch that.
Be like, you said it.
Yep.
What are you gonna do? Just call him a faggot?
I don't know. I mean, the word doesn't exist, so I was gonna try what Ryan said, but there was no word for nut or Japanese cartoon.
Were you looking this up?
Yeah, I'm not a fucking dictionary. There's a.
Okay.
There's a.
I was like, damn, dude, you're like Google Translate.
I know bits and pieces, but there's a handy little website that I found a couple weeks ago that piqued my interest back up in remembering all this shit. I mean, for the last couple of months, I've been playing a lot of Skyrim, and my love for it's been sparked back. And then I don't know, got on a kick again. So
you're gonna buy that game when you can move to PC entirely, aren't you?
No, that's a given.
He's gonna buy the game when it comes out for PS5.
Should already be on PS5.
I'm still waiting for that sort of confirmation.
Gonna buy that? Gonna buy GTA 5 when it comes to PS5?
I'm still just kind of happy the fact that if you did get a PS5, Joe, I could play some games on PS4 still.
You're gonna get a PS5 someday, motherfucker.
I'm only gonna get it if my dad wants to buy it.
Your dad's gonna get it eventually. You're gonna fucking have it. If not, I'm sure eventually you'll fucking buckle down and get one. I know you fucking will. You can't.
Everyone's running around with their PS5s and like new Xboxes.
Well, you understand my justification as to why I don't.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna upgrade the fucking PC as well one day too.
Well, no,
Ishmael's gonna do the same shit.
It's not just that. It's because the fact that I only play on the PS4 on the weekends.
Well, shit, if push comes to shove, my dad's gonna have to fucking put Ishmael's damn PC together.
For now, you only play on the weekends.
You'll come around.
Like if when you leave that house, you're gonna be able to play a lot more. Well, depending on when you work.
What do controllers look like? That's like
what?
The PS5, yeah, fucktard.
Oh,
That's
okay.
something that was always interesting.
I don't know. They don't look
$70.
They don't look like they're worth $70.
I think the PS4.
PlayStation 5 controller. Let's see what it looks like.
It's like
PS4
wider.
controller is one of the most comfortable
It's
controllers
it's
I
just
think I've
white
ever
but
used.
wider.
It's a chunky looking controller.
You know, if I just saw a silhouette of all the PS4, if all the PlayStation controllers, I could not pick them out.
I could.
Like they are all identical looking to me.
Well, the first generation, from PS1 to PS3, they all look the exact same.
The Dual Shocks.
They literally are.
They are pretty much the exact fucking same. The only difference between a PS2 one and a PS3 is the fact that the Dual Shocks became wireless and a little thicker.
I thought
The
that
PS4
was so cool.
controller.
The PS1 and the PS2s were like identical.
Yeah.
PS3s were wireless, but they're way heavier. And then PS4 is where they really start to get different with
But
the
like
touchpad.
Nintendo is the exact opposite.
Yeah, every system has different controllers.
Literally a different.
What the fuck were they smoking when they made that N64 controller, bro?
The middle
Yeah,
stick
that,
and the middle
that
finger.
fucking middle stick hurts your goddamn thumbs.
Like, what the fuck? How are you supposed to hold it?
Remember when
Well,
like
that-
it was
you
like?
gotta remember
it
this
on
was
Reminising
days
with Billy
past.
and Mandy?
There were a lot of games back then you just control the D-pad.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about that one scene where they like try to get Grim to play some video games, and then he's got like 6,000
walking
buttons?
around.
He's got like
Yeah,
6,000 buttons.
Warframe.
Let me find that.
He's like, I don't even know how to hold this stupid controller. Not you.
But I think the PS4 controller is perfect.
I don't know, the touchpad, I got a lot of grease on that thing.
I think the touchpad's a good idea. No one just wanted to do anything with it because it's 5 extra buttons. But no one wants to.
MLP, do you use the touchpad when you play Warframe?
Yeah, I do.
Then you're a damn
Matter of fact,
fool.
Warframe's the thing that got me into the touchpad
Damn
because
fool.
it makes perfect sense. It's 5 extra buttons without having to have actual physical buttons there.
But you have to move your thumbs over the buttons, over the joystick, to get to another button. Why would you do
Yeah,
that
how small are your fucking fingers if you can't easily do that?
the same as yours with the same height? Rest my case. Are you looking at your hands right now?
No, I'm not. I was looking at my dog because he's trying to figure out how to jump on this bed that has memory foam on it now.
Joseph, stop trying to copyright Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, you're gonna get the stream taken down.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I remember telling you this, by the way.
That's literally the N64 controller. What?
You remember how you showed us pictures of yourself finally? Like when I briefly had Instagram?
Oh. Back in the old times?
Yeah.
With the first girl? Yes.
I always thought you'd be small, skinny, and Asian.
Alright, I'm like 2 of those things.
You're right. He is ugly.
He said small, skinny, and Asian.
Yep, that's
I'm
what I said.
small,
Ugly.
I'm Asian. I'm not skinny.
You're ugly.
I have big muscles.
You
No,
like.
I just-
You look how my shit smells.
I just always because Joseph is literally the only person I have ever seen that fit the description of what I picture in my head roughly right.
That better been a compliment.
It is.
First
It
time
actually
we're
is
gonna see
mostly
what each
compliment.
other look like is gonna be at PAX. In
But like
I'm
Joe
just
was the only
saying.
person ever.
I know for a fact I had a mental projection of you before I knew what you looked like, and now I guess I can't see anything other than what I know you already look like. I can't remember what that fucking mental
But see,
image
I
was.
saw a picture of you, but I still see Larry from The Big Lebowski when you talk.
Oh, that's very kind. Let me fucking find a picture of you.
Do what?
What I remember you looking like. I haven't seen you in a while.
The Buck Lau? Oh, don't do that. Don't go back to that time. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm
Weird.
sorry to bring that up.
Nah, it's all good.
So are you a boobs guy or ass guy?
I ask myself that question every day before I wake up.
Then you realize you're okay with just someone who accepts you.
Yep, my right hand.
You name it a he or a she name.
A Jill. Sometimes I let her twin sister take over. Yeah.
I need to hear it. Nothing like the stranger. Hey, Soul Beast. Just I guess he disappeared. Oh wait, no, he's still in the party. Okay. Yeah, I asked him that question. Do you remember? This is an actual question I have for you, since we're in reminiscing times again. You remember what the fuck Erica's first boyfriend's name was?
Fatty? I don't remember. I just knew he was fat.
I remember he was always so fucking depressing.
Christian?
No, it wasn't Christian, because Christian... Thank you! That's Sergeant's name!
Yeah.
Thank you!
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
What happened?
I'm trying to think, because this is just reminiscing time again.
I don't know. I spoke to that guy all of 2 times. I don't remember what that fucking ball bag's name was.
Who, Eventful?
No, and it fucking...
Oh, God. I don't want to talk about that guy.
I'm gonna talk about the time I had a fucking brick fall down from 10 stories up, and it just bounced off things and bounced off my head.
Yeah, man. Or at times, my neighbor mom neighbor lady sprayed me in the face with a wasp repellent, and I got blinded, and then I sat down and started playing some video games, and I was fine. Cool story, huh? Took me 45 minutes to explain it.
Well, nah.
I'm kind of happy that guy never came back to PS4.
Me too.
Oh.
He let me platinum in Warframe, and I never paid him back.
Because his PS4 broke, and he started talking to us. He wanted to talk through his Vita, because apparently the Vita has that chat function.
Oh yeah, Vita is literally like a PS4 but portable. Like any PS4 game you could play on the Vita.
I feel like the Vita would have been a success if it was advertised more.
3DS, man. Glass is free 3D.
It's just, it wasn't advertised at all.
Not that. There was freaking no games to play on the thing.
That didn't help either. And they wanted to use the fucking micro discs.
Yuck. Oh boy, guys, get to play Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the PS Vita. Whoop-de-doo.
I'm gonna see how that damn beta's going. Jesus. Alright, stream's over.